I'm just sick of all these empty conversations. I don't understand you testing me. And all this hesitating got me losing patience. No, there ain't no need to lie, we'll see eye to eye. Girl, tell me what you need, baby, honestly. I can see you're so done with this party.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's swap over here. Okay, how's everyone doing today? Welcome. Hopefully, audio's okay. We had an issue. The music was a little quiet right away. Things are gonna be a little weird because again, we've transitioned back from the J-Dub studio to the main deck studio. So please, just let me know in the comments how things are going. If there's anything I can fix. Yo, we got a lot of people chilling in chat so far, which is very exciting. A lot of people excited for Phantom Monarchs. The first live stream of a bunch of product open other than Akihabara. Yeah, we got we Jumbo sleeps. Yeah, we have some of the artwork from the main deck regionals. We have these gigantic canvas prints of them now. All right, let's see. What we got here? We got a lot of homies. We got Connor from tcgarchitect.com. We got Taylor, Skurai, Birdseye, yo, what's up? Wednesday. Braden, second to all. I see you there. I got some cashews too. I'm gonna be munching these throughout the day. Rarasaur Land. Called a shot. CUR. 5th pack down, left side, 2nd box. Oh my god. That would be crazy. If there's a CUR exactly where you called it, I'm gonna ship you one of my boxes. Crafted Archive, yo, welcome. Crafted, look. You see this? I don't know if you guys have all seen this, so. This is May. Here she is. Made by Crafted Archive. Crafted Archive killed it. Absolutely. Look. There's May. And that, wait, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at directions. And then here's May. See? Aww. She absolutely nailed the May artwork. It's so good. And I guess while we're doing show and tell, this is the Shikishi that I got done at Ascent Akihabara of the Creators Guild Frosthorn Paladin, which we'll be hopefully looking at a new CPR of today as well. So this was done by Juby at Akihabara. Juby's like top tier artist. Lots of little fun stuff in the background. Little room for some of that now, which is cool. And yeah, I hope you guys let me know what you think of like the gigantic art. I was like, maybe these canvases are too big, but I don't know. They're also pretty fun. And of course, we got Arasana, we got Diana. Yo, Merlin's Marketplace. What's up, Mitch? Welcome. Okay, what else we got here? Space says, whoa. Felipe, RPG Gamer PH. Yo, how's it going? Vaselam, what's up? Perfy, my man. You like that original Sly Fox? You like that with the LEDs? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy overall. I think I'm pretty happy with the setup. So that's going to be good. And of course, as usual, guys, the stream sponsored by Monster Energy. It's not, but it could be if you let them know. Someone's got to let them know. Turn the LED lights red to make Darth Dan, huh? Huh. There. Ha! Spooky! We can do that. We can do some red for tonight. We can rock that. Thank you, Perfy. I appreciate that. I have a really fun thing sitting on my desk here before we jump in. Let me load this up. We're going to be jumping in here shortly. Oh, the strawberry? Wishing Dan turned an energy drink degenerate. Well, I've turned into every other kind of degenerate already, so I guess it was bound to happen eventually. Ultra Strawberry Dreams tonight. Purple. Cryptic says purple would be the vibe. Okay. Okay. I think I can do a little purple. It's kind of like a pink. Nope. Can I like... Oh, here we go. I mean, I like pink a lot, so I could also just go with that. I'm not sure which one of these is more purple. Well, not that one. I don't know. We'll go with that. Pink's nice. Big fan of pink. Oh, yeah. No, if this is... You know Shinja got me if it was rain that I was drinking. Yeah, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. It was Black Friday today also, as I'm sure many of you know. And so we were pretty busy at the shop. But that's always a lot of fun, too. All right, I'm going to transition over. Got lots of people. Wow, 56 viewers so far. Wow, thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have a moment, if you can, to hop into chat, say hi. But if you don't, that's okay, too. No worries, no stress. Yeah, we'll transition over now. So, we're going to head to the main desk. We have these new card sleeves. Yo, King, thank you for the first super chat of the night. Really appreciate it. What sort of CSR are we hoping for? I do not think I will get the Alice Phantom Monarchs CUR, but I'm going to be honest. If I got that CUR, it would be really hard to not keep it. It would be very, very hard to not keep it. Alice is super cool. I'm really looking for the Merlins, but man, I mean, I like the Alices too. Those are fun. White Monster is a classic. Hello, Red Lancer. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so these sleeves are what we're going to put any of our hits in. Yeah. Just take that in. Just take this in. It's just, yeah, it's good. Oh man, these ones really make me laugh. Yeah, sorry. I have a lingering cough from killing my voice in Aki. Bro, casting with Hero is crazy, dude. That dude brings the energy up to 600. And like I tried to keep up with him, and that's it destroyed me. But new team sleeves. No, these are just Dan sleeves. These ones are not currently available to purchase. Sorry. I can show you. I guess I have it hiding in the background. I do have one other really cool sleeve. And I don't know when I'm going to break these out. But I've been told that if I get Silidar to approve them, then I can use them on stream also. So these are the rare Silidar in a poncho at Niagara Falls sleeves. One of one, as it says there. One of one. These are these bad boys are going to be saved for a rainy day, and the pun is absolutely intended. So, got a lot of fun sleeves going on here these days. Having a good time. Oh, energy. Audio's peaking a little bit. King, I can always count on you. Thank you, buddy. I can kind of, yeah, I can lower a little bit of that peaking activity, huh? Let's not be peaking too much. That should be better. That should be better. Let me know where we're at. Silidar just hatched. Main deck and material deck sleeves. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jake GA, welcome. Stendo says CUR in box 4. We have box 2 and box 4 guesses. Murgle, yo, super chat, buddy, thank you. Hype to see Dan open a foil Lost Providence. I would go pretty hyped for that. I would be pretty hyped for that. Foil Divine Relic, not something I have ever had the pleasure to open. No, it's not true. I did. I opened the Art of War at Worlds. That's right. That is no longer true as of this year. But hey, yeah, maybe we can do another one. That'd be awesome. Awesome, King. Thank you, King. I so appreciate your attention to all that. Something that I have trouble getting to myself all the time. Okay. One sec. I'm going to grab this box. It's big. Alrighty. I did. I got a foil Art of War. I got it stamped, and now I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It's signed and stamped, and somewhere. So things got really messy after the flood, and I'm not sure. It's probably sitting in a box, but I will find it at some point, so I can use it. That'd be good. First, I guess, yeah, Rex, you're right. That I would have the first Alice CUR opened. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Lucas, yo, whoa, welcome. CL Nico list that just wasn't cooking. That can be kind of tricky. If Dan opens a CR Alice, he will donate a case of Monster Energy to TCG Architect to fuel the devs. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll do that. I had to pay UPS $5.99, told to hold my creator package. To hold your creator package. Yeah, UPS is like, that's kind of rough. They, to do anything, rerouting it in any way, they charge you, which is ridiculous. King. Will I try to attend more events later as a competitor? So, one thing you're likely to see from me in the next year is I kind of am switching gears a little bit again. So in 2025, I tried to balance, like, I wanted to balance equally playing and casting, but I ended up just casting more. And I also found when I tried to play at Niagara, I couldn't really, like, devote the time to putting in the reps to keep up with all of the players who were performing all the time. Our players on our team, players on other teams. You know, everyone out there who is doing consistently well. I mean, the reps they put in, insane. You know, the amount of games that they play, the amount of comfort they get with the decks, playing online regionals, playing lots of local regionals. For example, the Pennsylvania branch of Main Deck, they play all sorts of regionals all the time. And Dan found that he just, with all the content creation demands and full-time job and everything, and it's been tough to get the reps in to do all that. And then I'm casting all these ascents instead. So going into 2026, I've had to make kind of a decision, or more, I like to think of it as coming to peace, really, with the fact that it is really in my wheelhouse to cast. It is something where I am, even though I'm never going to get a signed spirit, I have plenty of other benefits, plenty of other, there's plenty of reward still for me casting. So I'm really going to be casting likely most events that I'm attending in 2026, as long as I'm able to. So you're probably going to see that. It's probably going to be even more rare for me to be playing at an Ascent. It's not that I won't. It's like if there's something that that I can get to easily and that I'm not casting, I'll be there playing for sure. You know, this is absolutely not me saying like I'm done playing GA. It's just that I love casting. I love watching you guys play the game. I love explaining the game to people. I love getting hyped about the moments. And I find it very rewarding to continue doing that for this game that I love so much. So I'm going to be focusing on that quite a bit. So yeah, King, I thought that deserved a full answer. Ken Mako waves hi. What's up, Ken? Kevin got home from Aki and turned on my stream. Perfect. Hey, welcome back. If you got to sleep, go to sleep, man. The jet lag's real from Japan. Connor, thank you. Thank you for the kind words about casting. Cryptic, we prefer you as the face of JNE. What the heck? That's so kind. Oh my god, thank you. I mean, there are some incredible, there's some incredible casters. I've worked with so many great casters. So I don't think I'm the only one who should be casting or can cast or anything like that, but I really do enjoy doing it. Perfy will sign my... That's what I need, a signed Perfy Spirit. Birdseye, caster spirits when? Great question. Continue to push that idea to Shinja, please. Shinja and Syl. Actually, Shinja's not really in charge of that. Syl would be more in charge of that than anyone. So please just tell him every time you see him at an Ascent. Thanks. Appreciate that. Get main deck to sign it. Yeah, true. Thank you, Skur. I appreciate it. Organizing takes a lot of time. Yeah, it absolutely does. When I organize our regionals, I put a lot of effort into those too. Yeah, the jet lag is rough, but I'm just, I'm pushing through. I gotta push through. That's what it's about here. Yeah, caster lineup, Merkel. We have a really, really good caster lineup. I agree. Oh, the review podcast with Terry and Taylor King. Yeah, that video was like a lot more work than I expected it to be, but it was totally worth it. That's one of my favorite videos on the channel. I still think every Grand Archive player needs to go watch that just to level up your gameplay. It's crazy, the things that they think about. Thompson Wells, good to see you again. Thanksgiving was good, very chill. I slept a lot because of the jet lag. Actually, I was absolutely crushed. Barrett Creative, Alice CUR guaranteed. Wow, everybody is wishing me the CUR. Thank you. Sorry, we're doing a lot of just chatting. I got to start opening this box. RyBD, hey, how's it going? Friend of mine who attended regional finally got around shipping the set of the Diana sleeves. Oh, they look so good in person. Yeah, I mean, wait, sorry. I'm so bad at this. I always go the wrong direction. You can see the full art here. I adore this artwork. I think it's gorgeous. Diana looks amazing in this. So I'm glad that you got to enjoy them too. And I have the luxury of getting to send the art to a place to make canvas print stuff, so that's fun too. Main deck sign spirit with May for a prize. So we do have the business cards that we give out. It'd be fun. I've got some. I do have some fun plans for 2026 for merch related things. You know, May stuff. So keep an eye out. Actually, I've been teasing it already. We didn't talk about this at all, but I don't know if you guys saw this. This is our prototype of our first foil playmat featuring this fun winter May artwork. So in case you didn't notice, there's a little tease at something that's on the way. There are some things to change about this. The saturation is too low. I think the image quality was a little too low, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. So I think we're going to have some of these printed in the near future, and we'll put up like pre-orders and stuff. There's a step before that is to finish getting the main deck website up. If any of you got my business card at like Aki or Worlds or something, if you scan the QR and go to maindeck.gg, it's like a weird like AI filled website just because I like took down the other one and then it said, hey, let's AI generate you a site. I was like, let me see how bad this is. So it's like really goofy. Or maybe you see the regular one. There's like a half-built one, and then there's that one. And I don't know what it's currently displaying. But anyway, neither of them are the finished website. We're going to have an actual non-AI finished website soon. And then after that, we'll start putting up some of these pre-orders for some main deck merch. So yeah, you can look out for that. King, this artwork. Oh, sorry. These artworks in the back are by Usa Neko Rin. Usa Neko Rin, who works for the Singaporean studio Collateral Damage Studios. This artwork is done by another artist at CDS that I'm just blanking on the name on right now. I feel really bad about that, but it is by a different artist at CDS. Connor, yeah, I don't know. This headset's got a nice curled up wire, which I think helps a lot. Main deck and side deck websites coming. Yeah, they are incoming very soon. No, we've got I've actually got a really, really good team who's going to be helping with the King. I'm really looking forward to it. Taylor's got to focus on getting ready for Worlds next year anyway. Okay. I've opened the box. We're gonna finally start opening things. But it's been really fun chatting with you all. Thank you for hanging out today. Having a lot of fun. This playmat might get covered up very shortly, though. I did watch Red Zone Rogue's video, and I was spoiled. So if you guys haven't watched and seen what's in the Creators Guild package this time, there were some surprises. First of all, this. Actually, hang on. Let me just, let me swap to full screen again quick. Okay. So, this is the new, it's like a velvet playmat bag that they produced, which is insane. I have a playmat bag coming, but mine is not velvet. And I don't think mine's going to be velvet, but we have a playmat bag coming as well. That'll be launching with the first playmats. So I like this playmat bag a lot. This is really nice. It's a nice, really sturdy vinyl carabiner. It's actually very plush, very soft. And I've had playmat bags made by other places like Ink Gaming, which, by the way, from what I understand right now, do not shop on Ink Gaming. They're like not shipping anything that they're making. I've heard horror stories going on, but so I like my bag a lot. It's going to be fairly affordable, I think, and good. But man, this bag is crazy. Yes, I definitely do, Murgle. I'm in North Dakota. I'm in North Dakota, so yeah, I talk like Canadians sometimes. Eh? Yeah, it's basically like, it's pretty easy for me to transition into like full Canadian accent if I want to. Yo, Tim, thank you. We got Tim Keefe in the chat. We got Leo Blade. How's it going, Corbin? Corby. Well, get some rest, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Yo, Sean just got back from locals and won 3 CP away from platinum. You can do it. Yeah, Ink Gaming is rough right now. It is very rough. So inside that playmat bag is, that's right, it is the Reclaim artwork. Man, I don't know. Here we go. It's the Reclaim artwork Dreamweave. No, I keep wanting to call it Dreamweave. It's not. It's why did I suddenly forget? No, it is called Dreamweave. Not Manawave. Dreamweave. Dreamweave playmat? Yeah. So Dreamweave playmat. So this is the cloth top playmat with the still having the neoprene back, the stitched edge. So yeah, I mean, you know, we're probably gonna have to put this down, right? Dreamweave. Yep. I blanked for a second. My brain, I'm going to blame a lot of things on the jet lag, so that's one of them. But yes, Dreamweave. Yeah, it's the fuzzy texture, exactly. These are really nice. I really like these a lot. They're really slick. So, I'm going to get this put down. There's going to be a quick rare North Dakota earthquake for a second. Whoa, no, an earthquake. Oh, crazy! Wow! Whoa! Crazy! You're a little bit of behind the scenes at the walls that aren't coated in the vinyl sound dispersing stuff. I have a few more like sound treatment things to do to the studio down here. I can definitely tell the difference. The sound treatment was actually better in the J-Dub studio than here. It's not something that I don't know if everyone notices. I mean, I don't think everyone notices it, but I definitely did when I went from one video to the other. Okay. Wouldn't be the first time Dan knocks on the camera on stream. True. Hopefully that doesn't happen now. This setup is a little less janky. But it could. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right, moving back. Wait, not moving back. It's gonna be a little earthquake again. I did not appropriately place the mat. There we go. Now moving back. Okay. Well, back to it then. Okay. So, we got that playmat and that beautiful bag. I think that's so cool. This bag, it's totally different than the GA bags, by the way. It's a completely different, like, material. And I assume that's what all the Dreamweave mats come in, and it's very nice. So, what are we going to be opening today? In a little bit, we're going to open these 2 Recollection decks, and we're going to see if we get any CSRs and pull the packs out. So that'll be fun. So we're going to have those kind of ready to go. 2 South Canadian earthquakes in a row. True. we've got some sleeves. We're not going to open them, but we were sent these nice Dragon Shields, Alice, Chrono Warp. And then also the Merlin, which means I already have, let's see, how many packs of these Merlin sleeves do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 packs of Merlin sleeves already. I have no need for this many. Thankfully, I've started just bringing these extra like Creators Guild sleeves to Ascents. And then when our guys day 2 and they're like, oh no, I need new sleeves, I just hand them a box. So that's the nice thing about getting all these and having the teams. I'm able to like get them to our players so that everyone on the team gets a chance to, doesn't have to spend extra money, you know, or their tickets or whatever. So that's good. Yeah, Alice and the Chrono Warp is the really surprising one. Normally it's just the champs. It's cool that the Chrono Warp slipped in. That artwork is awesome. Perfy wants the Dan sleeves. Perfy, I can bring you some, and all I have to do is approve them myself for them to be used on stream, as long as they're not obscene and Shinja objects. But Shinja, I've actually already checked these sleeves with Shinja, and he said if I approve them, then someone can use them. So yeah, we can have team members using the Dan sleeves on stream if we want to, which is pretty funny. I'm a fan. Yeah, there's maybe I have 8. Yeah, maybe there's 9 of these. Oh yeah, there's this thing. This is fine. Whatever this thing is, that's in there too. It's cool, I guess. No, I'm like so stoked. I'm so stoked for these. I really want to just play like lots of water decks and keep using these. They're so beautiful. Ash got flack for the main deck sleeves at Aki during day 2. What flack? What flack did you get? No flack allowed. Yo, Dust Buckets, you already have 4? That's amazing. That's crazy. All right, we have 10 supporter packs. So the very first thing we're going to do is start opening these. We're going to open these and we're going to try once again to get my first CSR out of a supporter pack. We'll try. Oh, during the deck check? Is that what you meant? June is borrowing them. Nice. Or Jun. I always think June in my head. I don't know if it's actually June or Jun. It's one of those like, you only read it. I never hear it pronounced things. But man, they have some beautiful, beautiful collection. Perfy, you're gonna have your own hoodie here very soon. Very soon. Judge didn't want me to use them when I convinced him it was already approved. Okay, yeah, no. I can send you the receipts. Shinja approved those sleeves. They are good to go. Shinja should have 0 problems. Shinja had 0 problems with it, so the judges should have 0 problems. But that, I also do want to say that I appreciate the judges doing, you know, trying to keep the rules kept, right? That's good. It's good to do that. All right. We got a slice and dice box topper, just a regular. I want to get more foil slice and dices actually. Perfy, a treadmill studio for YouTube shorts. I should join Perfy. I should start doing bike videos. I have a recumbent bike here, stationary recumbent bike in my gym. I should start doing some coaching videos just like Perfy's. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, but again, we're so people are aware we got 10 supporter packs. We're searching for any CSR. I have never opened one. Yo, Dodds, welcome. Sorry, I just noticed you. How's it going, bud? Great to see you again. Dodds, longtime stream watcher. Back when I was streaming on Twitch, Dodds was there all the time. Yeah, what I would love to open, obviously, Fracturize would be king. I really want the Gloamspire. I love this Gloamspire artwork. Yeah, those are my top 2 for sure. But any of them would be good. Anyone would be good. All right, so first thing we're opening, finally. We're going to start with a foil Hydra Guard retainer. That kind of rules. All right, we already got our foil out of this box. This artwork is beautiful. I was actually just playing Water Kung Ming at locals earlier because I didn't have a deck, but Tony did, and I played that, and it was fun. It is a fun deck. Even though I got crushed by Ablation, I still had fun. So yeah, cool. Foil Hydra Guard to start things off. That's a good foil. Yo, Rye, Faicha killed that artwork. It's crazy. We're going to go a little faster here. A lot of you have seen supporter packs already. You know what's going on. We're just looking for foils. I actually, I don't need any SRs or anything really anymore. But I want the foils, and I definitely want the chance at the CSRs, so I'll, sort them out later, probably. Building kids' beds today, Dodds. Wild, wild. The good old Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream days. Yeah, I used to stream, for a while I was streaming the Game Boy Advance game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition Stairway to the Destined Duel, which was a lot of fun. What did I play at local staking? Good question. Good classic question. 2 Excaliburs in this box. Yeah, Water Terra Kung Ming. Fun deck. If you see Hydra Guard Retainer, the deck feels totally different than if you don't see Hydra Guard Retainer. Faicha is a great choice for all-timer. Absolutely good choice, Rye. And then Mitch, Taylor... Actually, I don't know. After his frack, I'm not sure where he is. That might be his set. So yeah, no CSRs in that box. Just the foil Hydra Guard. Yeah, Rex, it is a fun deck, and I'm really curious if AMB Alter is going to add any extra little bits. Any extra little bits to push it to the top? Yo, we have over 100 viewers. Crazy. Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome. This is great. And the Pokemon TCG streams. Yeah, I used to stream a variety on one day and Pokemon TCG on another day. Which was, that was, and then Arena. Sorry, I did Arena too. I don't remember my schedule. Dodds probably remembers it better than me, but Cone of Frost non-foil box topper. That was a fun, interesting experiment. One thing I learned doing it that way was that my time, as far as growth of the channel, was better devoted to just doing more edited videos, which is why I don't stream regularly now. I only stream for these opening experiences. But I like the opening experiences because I find it to be a very unique way to get to interact with the community, to get to chat with you all live. I really value getting to chat with you, and hearing what you have to say, and just kind of having an opportunity to connect, just a little closer to one-to-one with everyone, rather than just comments on a video or something. So I hope you guys enjoy them too. I've always felt like they're worth continuing to do, rather than just I could absolutely throw more opening videos out there, and they usually will perform pretty well. Oh, my third foil Library Witch. Excellent. Ooh, if we finish the set today, that would be awesome. Oh, that Honshu artwork's just incredible. Yo, that's exciting. Barrett Creative. It's an interesting, the new Terra card is interesting. I don't know. I haven't decided how good it is yet. I think it's better than people thought immediately, but I also don't know if it's gonna get there totally. Open some packs of Chaotic when it comes back to the 20th anniversary. I wasn't a Chaotic gamer, unfortunately, so it means very little to me. So probably not. That's probably a skip. Danielle, I'm new at the game. I want to know how is the carton opening. Hopefully you get something good. Art is beautiful. Art is gorgeous. Yeah. We're opening enough where it's very likely I'm going to get something good. It's on the more likely end to get like a really good chase hit, a CSR, or now we have the stained glass, the looking glass sights. Right now we're just doing the supporter packs, and these are packs that you get normally when you go to an Ascent or a convention of some kind. You can buy these. And these help fund their OP program. So that is great for the game, and they basically all just like reprints of good cards, like Trusty Steed. And they will come with a box topper and 8 packs. So the box toppers in this set of supporter packs were puns. So the Blitz Charger is like Sylvie holding a phone charger. The Cone of Frost is like a snow cone. And Slice and Dice is Tristan preparing food. So they did puns for this one. Plus you also can get the Lorraine World Champion promo as well. And then you have 8 packs in here, each of which includes 2 uncommons, common uncommons. They're all just uncommons. Yeah, 2 uncommons, and then a rare or SR. And then you get a foil, 1 in every 8 packs, or 1 in every supporter pack box. And then very rarely you get, yo, we finished the Library Witch set. Very rarely you get a CSR. I have never opened one. I've watched tons of people open them, but I never get them. We finished our set of Library Witch. That is awesome. I needed 2 more. That is so killer. Okay. Remember the arena days as well. Oh yeah, I was playing Jinzo in the GBA game. That was a lot of fun. We're doing PTM after we get through the supporter packs, so chill for a little bit if you can. PTM will be coming right after this. We chatted for a little bit too long at the start. That's my fault. I'm sorry about that. Just started playing GA and I love it. Me too. Welcome. Went to the first locals and went 1-1-1. That's not bad for a first locals. That's a good performance. Congratulations. GA is such a skill-based game that being able to do that at a first locals against the like already in franchise players is very impressive. Yeah, her art is just gorgeous. Really is. Again, excuse the cough. Recovering after Akihabara still. Yeah, I mean, this Grand Archive, frankly, Grand Archive changed my life. It really, like, no joke, not an exaggeration whatsoever. Grand Archive changed my life. So it's really hard to be anything but absolutely adoring of the game. The last Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game you ever played was Dark Duel Stories. Work 15 minutes after you started Magic Blades. I'm sorry. Rough. Just flexed your first 4 hours of work here to watch till 11 p.m. Got anything yet? Joshua. Oh, yo, welcome. Joshua. Sorry, I just looked at the name. Good to see you again, bud. Just some nice foils from supporter packs so far. The PTM will be coming soon. We're just kind of trying to cruise through these supporter packs. We're trying to find that Gloamspire CSR. And then we're going to cruise over to the PTM. Snagged a foil Cheshire Cat at your store, champs. Now that's a win. Oh my god, that's awesome. Congratulations. Cheshire Cat is one of my favorite arts in the game. I love that style. I love that art. Beautiful. Yeah, you know, the talking at the start, it's like, it is nice for the people who are like just finding it, because the message goes out, but not everyone can immediately like open up the stream, you know? Oh, there we go. We got the Glenny Boy World Champion Lorraine. That's pretty cool. Got the Glenny Boy signature there. Love Glenny Boy. One of my favorite people in the game for sure. He's just so fun. He's so fun to talk to, so kind. Ended up buying Looking Glass on TCG Player. Yeah, I mean, Looking Glass is looking even better in this set, so That's going to be wild. Game 1 was win Tristan, lost 2-1, then beat Sylvie Slimes and Tidewaters. Tidewater CL is, yeah, that's a common occurrence. So, I feel that. We got a foil Trusty Steed. Can you believe it? The strongest card in the game. Wow. Unbelievable. What a hit. What a... I don't even want a CSR anymore. I got everything that I need. Indeed, Perfy. Taylor's level 4 Tristan is going to go crazy. Very, very much looking forward. To me, that's an instant purchase. I need the CSR Tristan. I need it as soon as it exists in this world. Trusty Steed is just so... He's just so trusty. People sometimes ask, like, why is Trusty Steed so strong? And it's not about raw strength, really, with Trusty Steed. It's just more about how trusty he is. Yeah, Refurbish was good in the last metagame. The thing is, you guys are a little behind the times. The current metagame, it's all about Trusty Steed. We don't even really bother with Refurbish anymore, because why would you Refurbish when you can Steed? Trusty Steed's kind of the new dungeon guide. There needs to be a rule change so your entire deck can be Trusty Steed. Well, then the metagame is just one deck. We don't want that. There'd be literally no reason to play anything else. None. Zero reason to ever sleeve another card. I don't even think you play with the material deck. Unless they let you put material deck Trusty Steed. That would be crazy. Slice and dice box topper. Make you a mod so you can block Kevin. We need a retie stable to go with the Steed. No, I'm not going to do that. I approve. I approve of the retie stable master message. Trusty Steed is new GCR. Well, I've gotten the foil the first pack in like 3 of these boxes, or 4 of these boxes, I think, actually. 3 or 4. No, Joshua, GCR is like a... Honestly, GCR is like a 3 out of 5 Divine Relic these days. So, Trusty Steed... Sorry, no. Refurbish is the new GCR. Trusty Steed is the new Sacramental, right? Right, Taylor? New Divine Relic. You can fill your material deck with Trusty Steeds and play them for 0. Wow, now I just broke the game. Actually, that would break the game. Oh, play them for 0 memory. Not if it was like activate them for 0. Okay. No, that'd be fine. That would be really sick. It's like all of your material deck is just preserved Trusty Steeds. That would go crazy. Have you ever buffed a Trusty with a Trusty? Feels like chewing 5 gum. Yo, I can't imagine a better feeling than Trusty Steeding a Trusty Steed. That's insane. Hopefully, Refurbish remains banned for a long time. Yeah, we don't need to remember that dark metagame when Refurbish was legal. Relentless Outburst. Yo, I don't know if I'm ever going to open a CSR out of a supporter pack. I'm not sure it will ever happen. It's crazy. I don't know why it's so difficult to do. I've opened so many supporter packs. Starting to feel like Dawn of Ashes first stat again. Mad is the best Divine Relic. Mad. Mad. I just don't see how those letters have anything to do with Temporal Spectrometer. That's a crazy comment. Cone of Frost. Box Topper. Since King has me hostage right now. When it comes to deck building, when do you realize it's time to switch from a deck that you were brewing to a deck you're more comfortable with? When I lose a bunch. Sorry. You can kind of feel it out a lot of the time. You're not always right, but you can feel out when this deck you're brewing is just going to remain tier 2 at best or whatever. Like if you worked super, super hard and learned all the lines, it would be like a tier 2 deck. And like for some people, that's actually, it could depends on what your goal is, right? For some people, that's fine. They just want a deck that can pick up games at locals and they have fun with. So that's cool. But if we're like, if main deck's trying to brew a deck for an Ascent or whatever, you definitely, after a chunk of games, you're like, yeah, I mean, I can see that even if I optimize these lines, I'm still just like, I'm 2080 against X popular deck in the format. At that point, it's time to give it up. On, you've opened 20 and not gotten a CSR? Bro, I'm going to hit my 20th just Creators Guild supporter back today, let alone all the ones I've actually bought in the past. SP4 will be my time. I hope so. We finally got our foil in that one. It's a Blissful Calling, which I don't mind. I like slimes. I like some slimes action. I'll get my my little Geldis Blissful Calling. Geldis is just such a blissful Minotaur. He's just so blissful. I swear they made that card art exactly and only for Isaac from True Champion. The night before a major event is when you switch. True. Braden, the minute before? Braden, when do you switch decks? What the? Braden switching decks? What is this? Pre-HVN? And even then, it was just Nico. Come on now. Want to at least get top 8 in a regional. Yeah, I mean, that's a good first goal to if you're getting into the competitive side of the game. Top 8ing a regional is definitely a doable thing. Cone of Frost. Again. If I change 2 cards in Fire Astra Arasan, it's going to be cracked. Yeah. I was doing Fire Astra for a while. I realized it was going to be a tier 2 deck, and then I stopped. Had to swap a deck the minute before from Razorgale to Nico. Oh, back then, huh? Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do realize really late that you need a deck that's going to have better odds into a certain meta. Started the game in HVN so far, won 3 store champs and top 4 regional. That is incredible. Wow. That's amazing. I wish I had 3 store champs to play in here. We gotta get a second store going is the thing in our area. Astra Diana. Oh, Rye, I have things to say about Astra Diana. I think Astra Diana got a massive, massive bump in this set. No, it's not Copium Bird's Eye. Astra Diana is really sweet now. Astra Diana, like, legit. You guys are gonna, I think, want to start respecting Astra Diana. The deck was missing the, like, game-ending level 3. That was it. The deck was really mostly missing the game-ending level 3, and the package has totally changed, I think, and it's crazy now. It's super, super sick. Ava, welcome! How are the pulls? Well, I think we didn't get a foil in that one. I think that's how the pulls are. Did I miss the foil? Oh, I did. It was a black market broker. Oh my god, I went right past it. I was like, the pulls are awful. I didn't get a foil in that supporter pack box. No, it's a black market, which is cool. I like black market. Oh, excuse me. Chessie and Cyberfox doing proxy as work down there. Bird's Eye with that Bird's Eye. Nice. Skurai, I saw that before you retracted it. I saw that before you retracted it. But I'll keep it secret if you want to keep it secret. No missing foil. We're all good. We're all good. But yeah, Astra Diana, it looks like it goes really hard. I'm really pumped. I've heard a little bit of the early testing on it. Joshua, the most fun deck that doesn't have to be meta. It might Well, Astro Diana is pretty fun. I do like that deck. I think the deck I would enjoy playing the most. Ooh, we got another Lorraine. Fire Fatestone Sylvie is still, I think, a Sylvie. Fire Fatestone Guoja is still a really, really fun deck. The Fatestone version, not KFC. The mid-range. That deck is so fun to play. I love that deck. Hybrid Diana? Ooh, foil Frost Shard in the first pack again. Hybrid like Aetherwing Curse, Aetherwing Umbra. I've like always thought that was cute and not actually good. Yeah, not KFC King, not KFC. Secret Sauce for Assassin Water Merlin. I don't think there's anything that's like a secret about that deck. I think that deck kind of builds itself. Frost Shard. Aether Gun. That's wild. Aether Gun is wild. I don't even know. That's crazy. First two products bought for Jay was Kungming Precon and Jin Precon. Jin deck had the CSR, and you sold it to buy a competitive deck. That's so sick. That's awesome. Do I know if Merc Blade's getting banned yet? I don't. I did not include it in my Merlin Recollection deck video as like an upgrade because I didn't know, and I didn't want to. I had to edge on the side of caution and assume if it was getting banned. I didn't want my video to have like bad information a week after it comes out. We have 2 supporter packs left, chat, and I think I'm feeling like we're cooked on the CSR front. I think Rye is correct, mostly because I think both of those decks got big pushes, and those pushes really want you to be eking out the value that their early levels provide. I think if you're putting the Aether Wings out and going to level 3, you really want to play the new Astra package. And I think if you're going to do the fun Diana distortion stuff, you really need to be putting out a free gun with the not free gun, but an activated gun from the level 1 and stuff. I don't think you want to be screwing around with anything. Brayden, I think that new slime is cool, at least. I think that new slime is interesting. It's not awful. It's way better than the Exia slime, that's for sure. Wind Assassin Merlin, I think there's a lot of potential in that deck too. Assassin Merlin has some really good win cards. Yo, Badger, thanks for taking a pick at Aki. Of course. Oh, yeah, the disposable camera. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that was fun. 5th at the regional. That's fantastic. Well done. Merlin is going to be pretty meta, I think. Joshua, I think there's going to be a lot of Merlins around. Foil Surging Bolt, that one. Oh. Again, I apologize for the coughing. It's going to be throughout the stream today. I just went too hard on Aki. Not Slime Sylvie. No, Dragon Sylvie, of course. I don't know, Brayden. I don't know why I expected anything else. I should not have. And Blessed Clergy. All right. One last chance. One last chance for our Gloamspire to show up. Come on. Please. Please, can I get a CSR and a supporter pack? I've been so good all year, Santa. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate it. I'm happy to finally be in my home. We did get a foil box topper in the last one. We got a foil blitz charger. Let's go. Okay. Hey, maybe this is just like a cracked box and it's foil box topper, a sick foil, like SR foil, and a CSR, all in one, like the most cracked supporter pack of all time. Maybe. We're going to start with an Under Fire. Save exactly one pack to open on Christmas. Oh, no, I can't do that, Tim. We got an Astral Seal. Okay, Astral Seal. I like Astral Seal. Arasana's come to bless us in the last supporter pack. Get a Frost Shard, a Trusty Steed. The best card in the game. Fire. It is a fire pull. Blitz Charger, because it is fire element. We're gonna mark the target. We're gonna mark our target CSR, Gloamspire. Gonna show up here. Flame Sweep. Here we go. Getting ready with the fire cards to sweep it. Blissful Calling. I'm calling on that CSR. We have 2 packs left. One's a foil, one's a CSR, baby. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Uh-oh. Nope, I don't think it's that easy. We're not going to rally and advance on this one. I think we're just going to get our foil, but at least it's going to be an amazing foil. Are you ready? Astral Seal. Oh, it's a Stifling Trap. Okay. Hey, that's a good one, though. We did get a nice foil at the end. SR. It was a foil SR. I was right. It was a foil SR. But yeah, once again, no CSRs. Continuing the streak. I do not pull CSRs in supporter packs. Just not a thing that I do. Don't worry, We Are Awesome. You did not miss anything. Kinship. Trusty Steed is always there when I need him. Yes, I can assure you. Every time I've needed a Trusty Steed in my hand, delivered. Yeah, I'm happy to end that. Honestly, like, the foils here were pretty legit. I'm still looking for Forest Cakes. I really want to get some Forest Cakes, but there were a bunch of good foils. I'm especially happy about the Witches and the Stifling Trap. Like, those are great. Fantastic. Next one for RDO, I'm sure we'll get some Forest Cake foils, and we'll get that Gloamspire at last, I believe. I get a chance to design a champion of my own. I get to choose advanced element class. I already have the answer to this. I know the answer to this, guys. I have one wish in this game for a champion advanced element combination. I have one wish. I desperately want, and you guys probably don't know unless you've talked to me about this before. I want Exia Arasana. I want Exia Arasana more than anything. Exia Arasana is the coolest visual in the world to me. I don't know why. I love this concept of Arasana has been like pushed to the limit, tempted into like blood magic, and now she's like she's just like a warrior priestess, like a cleric that is battered and bloody and, you know, like just pushed absolutely to her limit, enraged. Like, I think that's so cool. I think that's the coolest idea for Arasana specifically, because it's like so different than her normal character, and I think it'd be awesome. That is by far my most wanted combination. Taylor, I'm not taking that trade, by the way. Yo, exactly. Yo, King, herbs, herbs that negatively impact the opponent is a cool idea too. Like, maybe they damage both players. Like, she self-damages with the herbs, but it damages them too or something. There's some cooking that you can do with that. I love that idea. That is so sick. Okay. Okay, well, we can keep some of this stuff out here. Get this stuff out of the way. Yo, folks, if you are here for Phantom Monarchs, it is about to begin. It's time for Phantom Monarchs. No, Bird's Eye. Nope. I publicly state that I unequivocally take no ownership or responsibility at any point for that idea. I will never request any kind of compensation or even concept of being owed anything whatsoever in any shape or form for that idea if it is used in this game. If it is used in Grand Archive by Weebs of the Shore, it, for all intents and purposes, was never my idea for any reason in any way. All right, so we're starting off with, we're going to check both of our Merlin Recollection decks. We're going to check our Merlin Recollection decks, and we are going to see if I can open my first deck CSR, which it's another thing that I've never done. Recollection deck, starter deck, anything. Never opened a CSR in any of those either. If I get a CUR or CSR in this box, can you get a Jersey King? Yes. Once again, you will get an honorary jersey for your called shot. If you're calling it to be in the 3 packs in here, or I guess, yeah, I mean, if I get the Terminus, that counts, doesn't it? That is a CSR. Exia Allen, he's tired of being ignored. Terra Ari. Oh, that's cool. I like Terra Ari. That's a cool idea, too. I mean, anything Arasana. Honestly, I just want more Arasana. We need more Arasana in life. Okay, here we go. We're going to open this up. Pull out these things. We got the deck. We got the sleeves. We got some dice. Well, we bumped the phone. And... all right. Marked safe from buying King a jersey for getting a Spirit Blade Terminus CSR in this box. So, no Terminus in here. No Terminus in this one, but here are 3 packs. These are our first Phantom Monarch packs of the stream. Let's see. King wants that jersey. King wants a CSR or a CUR to be opened in these 3 packs. It's crazy. It's a crazy called shot, but can he do it? We got some castling. Get some castling here, chat. We are going to move the positions of the Rook and the King on one side. King did not say Looking Glass Sight, so I don't know. I think I got to hold to a strict interpretation. We got a Tweedledee, first SR of the night. Keck Sadler, I'm sorry. Oh, we did get a foil. Ooh, got a foil Ethereal Absorption. Nice. That's a cool card. Cool foil to get. But no CSRs here. No CSRs in this Recollection deck. And a Dichroic Scorch, the board wipe. But hey, getting a foil. Man, that's nice. Not going to complain about it. So we should talk a little bit while we're opening these PTM packs. We're finally getting into them. About what we're actually looking for. Kevin, yes, J-Dubs has more PTM and Recollection decks available on the website. Merlin's, Mitch, I pulled a UR Merlin in one of my Rico decks, which was awesome. Very much want those. That's really good. Yeah, that is a very playable foil, I think. I agree. Earn a jersey from Dan unless I call it in the first Phantom box he opens. Unless you call it. Hang on now. Yeah, so we're, by the way, so in these packs, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but it's back. So, we are looking for Looking Glass Sights. Obviously, those are 1 in 15 boxes. CSR, 1 in 15 boxes. CUR, like a really rare CSR. And also, we're now looking for really cool Curio foils, which are the new thing. 100 of each common and uncommon are printed in a shattered foil, fractured foil, called a Curio foil, a rare a rare foil. I just opened this. Take the plastic off of this Rico deck now. So let's see. Second packs of End Rico box. There's a Neo Sight in there. Okay, so the second pack of this one is going to have a Neo Sight. What an interesting called shot. Let's see if we have a Terminus. No Terminus. Once again. Nope. No starter deck or Rico deck CSR for me today. But we do have, let's just for chat. Let's just go ahead. Put this out here. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna pop this up right. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of Roku Nana for you all, if you will. Okay. I have a lot of them, Joshua. I don't really need to keep them. I actually might give away one of these extra decks minus the packs. I haven't decided. I might do that on Twitter, though. Oh, yeah, I bet you can get a Curio Foil Keck Sadler. I bet you can. All right, we got an Abnegation rare in this pack. All right. We have... Ooh, Nullifying Lanterns, new print. And we have a Teardrop Diadem, which is... This card is crazy, by the way. I think this card's insane. So, yeah. Lost in Thought is back, baby. It's in the material deck now. Yeah, that card's going to go hard. And our final pack of the Rico decks is going to be an Imperious Galebind. We're going to suppress 3 allies, items, or weapons. We're just going to Zephyr 3 times. Why not? Why not just Zephyr thrice? Yeah, the item's pretty insane. Nico, unfortunately, can't use it. It is basically hard-coded to Guoja until we come up with some other deck that wants to put that much float in the yard. Which we might. Alright, those are the Rico decks. Y'all know about those. I did the whole video for the Merlin Rico deck, so if you don't know what we're looking at, it's there. Alright, now, there's little Alice peeking. Because it's time to open our first full box of Phantom Monarchs. Let's go. Galebind Astarte is pretty insane. I like that a lot. That's fun. That new card that also does 2 damage every time something suppresses. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, Nico, and it's not level 3 King, remember, is just because a lot of people do get that mixed up. It's not about it being level 3, it's about having an advanced element unlocked. So Vanitas cannot play Exalted cards. Which is why Alice is level 2 can play Exalted cards when she goes Umbra. But, yeah, Vanny, not able to. Nico, definitely not able to. Alright, King, here we go. Here we go. Everyone get ready. Second box, right side, gonna have Kiro Phantasmagoria. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Alright, first pack of the first actual box of the stream, folks. Let's get crooking here. I kind of said cruising and cooking at the same time, so let's get crooking. I tried to say this on the stream, and I'm pretty sure I just destroyed it. At the world premiere live stream. I don't know. Plage au homage. Something like that. Yo, ZTR God, welcome. We had some good foils in the supporter pack. We did not get a CSR once again, which puts me at something like 2,000 supporter packs open, maybe, without a CSR. Well, maybe not 2,000, but at least 6 or 7. There was a Ghost Cake in there. Okay, I didn't notice that. Gemini Starbearer. I'm just going to start kind of moving along a little bit here, just because Yeah, I mean, we should. We probably should. Put my SRs up here. Foils, UR spot. We crooking. We are crooking. All right. This Brookside Scout. This card is pretty sweet, though. I like that. That's a fun one. Recursive Confidant. Because we are confident that we're going to get a CSR. No, that means something else. It does not mean the same thing. We got the Whisperwind Compass. Connor, I do not have that much clout. I do not think that crooking is going to show up in Urban Dictionary. Feeling foil Tweedledum. Interesting. This is going to be like Humpty Dumpty on the last stream, isn't it? At least I can't open Tweedledum as a CSR in these packs. Advantageous Perch. So that's in the event packs instead. That was crazy. The last stream was insane. The foil Humpty into the CSR Humpty after the called shot from King is unforgettable. Molten Echo. Does GA get a Bob now? Well, we have a Bill. Ooh, we got a Golden Rook because we're not just crooking, guys. We're rooking. We're rooking. Oh my God. Golden Rook. Let's go. The Rook. Get rid of those even life stats with this slightly above rate ally sometimes. I don't know how to build Chessmen. I don't feel like that card is good enough to show up in a competitive list, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah. Hey, I have a joke. Wednesday knows. I have a joke that I came up with earlier today. There's a Tweedledee. I have a real like dad pilled joke that I came up with earlier today that I will drop on you all at some point tonight, I think. Sacrifice the Rook. Am I supposed to like rip up a queen to get good pulls in the set? I have to do the classic insane chess move of the queen sack to win. Term Schwartz Rook. There we go. There's another Rook. We are really rooking in this box. That's crazy. Rooking the boat with that one. Oh, ooh, Phantasmagoria. It looks so cool. Yeah, that foil would go crazy, dude. I would love to be the first person to open one of those as well. As a curio foil Phantasmagoria. That would be super fun. I feel like I'd have to keep it. I feel like I'd have to keep that too. That's the problem with liking this damn game so much. Is that if I open value, I don't ever want to get rid of it. I'm like, no, I need that. It's so cool. It's valuable because it's so cool. Dropped Band. Phantasmagoria is a very cool card. It's a very cool concept for a champ that a lot of people are into. Ooh! Speaking of the Phantasmagoria cards, foil Dodo Bird. Card's actually like really good. Dodo Bird is crazy. Eddie Wang, curio foils are every common and uncommon in the set. Only commons and uncommons, not above, have a they're calling it a fractured foil. Other games have called it like a shatter foil style foiling. But only 100 of each common and uncommon foil is printed with that curio foil in the first edition. Queen's Gambit. By the way, speaking of sacking the queen. So they are very rare. They are technically rarer than any particular CSR. So if you're like, I really hope I open a Merlin level 1 CSR. Curio foil would be rarer than that. Looks like we have our UR in this pack. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, Labyrinth. Let's go. That card is crazy in Merlin. It is nuts. It is. Do not doubt this card. It is super, super good. It is a Yu-Gi-Oh card in card text. It's crazy, but yep. Card is nuts. Yeah, Satonis. Yep, it's a dodo bird that will become, if the dodo bird becomes ephemeral, when you use one of, sorry, you sack it to make it ephemeral, and then when you use Alice's stuff to make it ephemeral, bring it back, make it ephemeral, use one of the Spectre things to do that, then you can sack it again to deal damage. So it just like, it's like a card value, card parity card early on to help Alice level and keep card parity. And then later on in the game, it's just a big like damage source when you want to bring it out with the Spectre. Eddie, yeah, there have been some curio foils posted so far. I really am hoping we can open one tonight, so I can we can take a look at it together. Field of Ranks and Files, also known as a chessboard. What everyone tends to say with the curio foils is they look way better in person than they do on camera, though. So we'll see. We'll see if I can capture their good side or something if I do get one. If I'm lucky enough. Gemini Starbearer. It's our second one of those in this box. Curio Memorite Blade would be crazy. Brayden can't call it a fracture foil because we don't have a fracturized reprint. Yeah, we do. It's a CSR, buddy. That's a fracturized reprint. Ooh, spoiler card. Flare Iridescence. Merlin support. Doesn't matter which one. 4 health can be a lot sometimes on domains. Ooh, another foil. Reveal the Hidden. Get out of here, stealth units. Might be a useful sideboard card. It's pretty powerful. It's each unit losing stealth is like a lot of losing stealth. That's a lot of stealth lost. So, not bad. And Illusory Arms Master. Another one of the infinite exalted cards in here. Card's pretty sick. Giving warrior weapons Spell Shroud and putting durability on them. Like, Jin could totally... If you could make Water Jin work, it can totally run this. And that would be kind of fun. On cards that I want, I mean, I really want to build Merlin. So, like, I'm looking for the set of Merlin URs. I already have one because I got lucky in my Rico box in Aki. So, I'm looking for 3 Merlin URs. I'm looking for one of the Divine Relic. I always want to make sure I get one of those. Yeah, anti-innervate tech. That's for sure. What else do I want? I mean, since I'm just like so invested in the game, I am just like I'm a get a whole playset of every set player. So I will have a whole playset of everything eventually. Watergen Erendite. Yeah. And that, I mean, you put durability counters on Erendite too, which if you need to keep swinging it, that's fun. Also, actually, honestly, Water, Lorraine, Sword Saint's Vow? I don't know. Could you do something like that? Could you maybe do something like that with it? That's kind of interesting. The definition of crooking? I don't know. That's kind of... Chat's probably got to decide that. I'm not sure if I know. I'll just veto it if I hate it. You guys can decide what the definition of crooking is. You're going to actually submit this to Urban Dictionary? That's wild. Harrow the Saved. Get our Alice support in here. All right. Yeah, not really any good crafts. I know, but it does put the durability counters on it. Maybe you don't need... Yo, I mean, what do you mean no good crafts? We have Refurbish. What are you talking about? You're not even playing the best card. What the... Mordred kind of likes it. I was trying to do something with the durability, though. Like, make the durability into something offensive. That was the last pack in the box, by the way. So Sorry, I should have said something. We got, let's see, 6 SRs that box, so pretty standard. Pretty standard box. We got our 3 foils. You know, one thing in Phantom Monarchs that's nice is that we now have the full 24 packs for the smaller set. Stephen Hill's so jealous, I understand. Yeah. I was really stoked that they came early. I was like praying that I would get them close to release. Early is great. I did, King. I blasted through 24 packs. Well, we have 12 boxes to get through, so, you know, we're just going to run. We're going to cruise through them. We'll talk about cards as we go, as we want to talk about interesting cards. For sure. Second box. Wait, what was the call in the second box? Someone remind me. It was like 4th pack from the left or something? 4th pack from the right? I gotta know. Wait, I gotta know, because I'll pull it out right now. PTM officially drops next Friday. The 5th. Oh, Labyrinth foil UR would be crazy, Jeff. Right side, 5th pack is Fractured Phantasmagoria. There was an early call for a CUR, though. Maybe that was not the second. I thought it was second box. Yeah, that new Veiling Breeze card with float is absolutely insane. I do not understand how that card has no class bonus on it. You guys are confusing me. 5th pack left, 5th pack. 5th pack left, 5th. Okay, well, I'll pull out 5th pack left. I'm going to pull out 5th pack left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 5th pack left. That'll be the last pack we open. Okay, that's the last pack we're opening. We'll start with first pack right. King, yeah, we should be shipping. J-Dubs should be shipping product mid next week. Distributors usually ship GA for some reason, like kind of late. So it's tough to get it to you on release. We try really hard. It'll ship likely Wednesday or Thursday, depending on when our different distributors get our product to us. So it will arrive depending on where you're located. For some, we have some people in like Minneapolis area who usually can get it pretty fast. But otherwise, it'll be arriving more likely Saturday or Monday for most people. Unfortunately, Diana's SR. We got a Tweedledum into a Diana. 2 SRs in a row. Let a single Gin Starter marinate and add the CSR. That's pretty sick. A Recollection deck has roughly 1% chance to pull any CSR. I like those odds. I don't. It's like gacha game odds. Except it costs a lot more per pull. Last few times been like a week or so out from when it drops. Okay, well. Yeah. Sorry. Again, it depends on where you're located. Some of that shipping does take a while. So we try getting them as fast as we can, but there's only so much we can do when it goes down to, yo! Foil Vorpal Sword? Let's go! That is so sick! Dude, that is gorgeous! Oh my god! Very cool! Foil UR, baby! Let's go! God, look at that artwork. That is very cool. Sorry, King. I don't know if we can count it as your dub, though. Yo, different fight. Shout out to Chris. We got Chris in chat, guys. That's sick. Go check out his channel for Bushiroad stuff. And, you know, whatever else he's getting into these days. Chris was hanging out at Akihabara. We got to chat for a little while. It was a lot of fun. Man, that is so nice. Dude, foil URs always feel so good to open. I don't get to do it enough, unfortunately. I asked for Merlin stuff, box delivered. Yeah, I suppose. This is more like anti-Alice stuff, though. Like, get out of here, Alice. But yeah, I mean, it's Merlin anti-Alice. Lorraine anti-Alice. If you, I mean, just to stop Jabberwocky, right? You don't get the bonuses. You don't get to use the abilities if you're putting in Lorraine. But either Merlin, though, can use it. But Assassin Merlin uses it the best. Man, that is sick, dude. That's you know what? This is our first use. Our first use, guys, of the best sleeves of all time. That's how I feel looking at this rip. That's the face I felt like I was making. Yeah, 3/3 is just pretty sick stats on a sword, absolutely. Let alone it has a bunch of abilities. Amazing. Wow. Damn, that's so cool, dude. What a hit. Let's go. Oh my god. Love it. Already having a good time tonight. Whoops, I just put the commons and the uncommons. I messed everything up. I messed it all up. Yeah, Jenna, thank you. I love those sleeves. Those are like my favorite sleeves I've ever made. Yeah, just a big 3-power sword for Lorraine is not bad, though. It's an interesting card. I think it's going to see play in different scenarios. So, I love getting foil material deck URs. Again, I'm keeping that bad boy. I'm going to look for excuses to include Vorpal Sword in decks just so I can look at it more. Do we have enough GA sets to do a set tier list yet? I think, ZX, I've thought about that. I've thought about doing a set tier list, but I'm going to wait for RDO. Once RDO comes out, it's going to feel like a really good, like, capstone style video. Hunt the Weiss King. It'll feel like a video that'll feel like really appropriate when we're just kind of looking back on the first, like, full mega block or whatever GA will call them. Ooh, looks like we have our UR for the box here too. And it's going to be Awaken Umbra. The little CL spell that does some funny things. Hunt is a wild card, Rye. Absolutely. Jenna, I don't think I have to make them. I have team members who really want to use those sleeves already. There's our UR as Awaken. Very cool. Box is already delivering, and we still have this marinating pack. The marinating pack, I'm starting to wonder just how spicy it is. Awaken my hombres. Let's go. That's sick. That's really funny. I wonder if I can say that while casting, if anyone's playing that. Term's back. Kind of knocking things over a little bit here, being a little clumsy. Crawl CL. Crawl CL is a funny idea. I mean, I like it. I think the thing I like the most is that you get to play Marianne in that deck and, like, it'll feel pretty good. I think. While you're waiting to awaken your Crawl, you can just be bashing in with a bunch of abilitied Mariannes. Can still get a PTM LGS Phantom Monarchs Looking Glass Sight or CSR in the box. Right, I absolutely can. There could be anything in this box. that was our first foil in the box. So we've got like 2 more foils to hit. We've got, and we've still got the potential beyond that for Looking Glass Sight or CSR. A box would be insane. That would be an unheard of. Well, no, I've heard of some pretty crazy boxes, but we get a foil Memorite Obelith. Actually, I'm pretty happy with these foil tokens because they're super good. These are going to get used for sure. So nice. That's our second foil. This is a Merlin stacked box, that's for sure. Genuflecting Execution. I think I've only read the ability of that card, and I never once read the card title. That's a wild card title. Overlord Mark III. What an ombre. What an ombre to awaken. Very true. Righteous Retribution. Spell Shield CL, anyone? As long as we get a CSR or CUR, then the jersey's in the bag, King. True. I mean, the box would be so wild. I feel great about getting you a jersey if I get a CSR in here too. Gonna have a very shiny Merlin deck. The sheen, yeah, the sheen on the Merlin deck. It's not gonna be like Taylor's Merlin deck. Y'all aren't ready for Taylor's Merlin deck. Topsy Decree, SR. Taylor's Merlin deck is going to be wild. Okay, now, as we're getting towards the end of the box, we want to hit the last foil before we go to the marinating pack. Because if we don't hit the last foil, if we've only hit the 2 foils with the pack still marinating, that means the pack just has the 3rd foil in it. Because the foil slot is where you're going to get your CSR or your Looking Glass Sight. Vacuous Call. I really want to make Vacuous Servants work now. Brookside Scout is super cute. Absolutely. Of all the sights, what do I want to collect the most, Rye? Astra Sight. Easiest question of my life. Astra Sight, baby. I love Astra Sight. I only wish it had Arisan on it. I love Diana. I do love Diana too. But Arasana is my #1 to the extreme end. There's that 3rd foil, and it's a Brookside Scout. Yo! On, you called it. You kind of called it. With her frog hat. Now note, she dresses like a frog, but is not a frog. Unlike some of the actual frogs in here. Yeah, Wind Merlin looks very spicy, Badger. Wind Merlin looks very spicy. All right, so that marinating pack. That marinating pack is ready for us. Ghastly Slime. My goat. OG Astrocyte sold you on the game? Absolutely. I have a playset of Arasana Astrocytes already. But you know I'm going to want these Looking Glass ones. Briar's Spindle. Okay, this is our last pack in the box before we go to the marinating pack. The Called Shot pack. The Called Shot. Is it going to be the Looking Glass Sight? Binding Cicada in this pack. Okay, here it is. This was the 5th pack from the left in the box. Called to be a Neos Sight. If it's a Neos Sight, then I don't remember what I said I would do. Maybe nothing. I can't remember. But if it's a CUR, King gets the jersey. CSR or CUR. Throwing out cards like Ghastly Slime. No, there's an H in it. It's different. The Marinara pack. Let's see what kind of Marinara we have here. Spicy or Ragu? I'm sorry, King. I believe this is Ragu. It is just a 7 of hearts in here. It's just a 7 of hearts. It's not even Rouse. It's just Ragu. I'm sorry, King. No jersey today. Too much artificial sweetener, to be honest. And the spaghetti did not have an egg on top of it like my Japanese spaghetti did. So, pretty mid, marinated pack. But no one's going to complain about that box. Foil Vorpal Sword? Are you kidding me? Before we move on to box 3, just one more time. Just one more time. Holy shoot. That is crazy. Damn, that was sick. Well, there's another box. Well, okay, but King, you can't just called shot every box today. Okay? Because, like, that's, once you start called shotting every box, then is the shot even called anymore? Is the shot even called? Where's the line? That's all I'm saying. Where's the line? How does the card stock feel, Dan? Is it supposed to be different than previous sets? I think it's the same. GA cardstock is, I don't think it's changed. I see the UV, I see the, that feels pretty normal to me, which is good. GA cardstock's incredible. See the foil Vorpal again. I'll pop it on real quick again. Vorpy. Rin says called shot last box, last pack UR. Oh, just a UR? Okay. Interesting. Does it feel different than Cookie Run cardstock? It might taste better than Cookie Run cardstock. Cookie Run, deceptive advertising. Those cards do not taste anything like cookies. Curio foil in the next box, Gallium. Okay, I like that. I'd love a Curio foil. The sweet call of sleep rings out on Have a Great Night. Thanks for tuning in. Called shot is that King's going to call another shot. That's an easy one. Absolutely. All right, first pack, box 3. Folks, we're hopping in. We're hopping in for a condemning evisceration. Yeah, the one thing GA does, sometimes they experiment a little bit with their card stock, their foil methods, whatever, but they're always trying to improve or improving. It's different than some other games where they start cost cutting. That ain't really GA's way. Nah, it's okay, King. I love you. I just don't want to pay out a jersey just because you call every single box. But you can go ahead and pick another box today to call out. But pick it well. It's got to be the good one. Around 520 of each site. Yeah, I hope that's the case. Yeah, they should be like SR or CSR level-ish. Ooh! Foil Ghostly Cake. Grave Gâteau. Foil Spectre Cake. That's a great foil, actually. That's a really, really sick foil. Big winning on the foil Grave Gâteau. Very cool. And Enveloping Soul Mist. Damn, nice first foil. Okay, last box, King. All right. I like it. I like it. Go for a Return to the Depths. Not sure how you feel about Grave Gâteau. Cake doesn't draw you a card? True, but it buffs stuff, and it's a Spectre, and you can ephemerate it, so it's kind of value, right? Maybe it's not that good. We have some pretty good odds. There you go, Kevin. I knew you were not going to last long. The yeah, you're gonna be jet lagged for a little bit here. So good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Spectral Haunting. When PTM officially drops, you can do more case openings? Perhaps. A little up in the air right now. I maybe will, but I'm not sure. Conjuring Fluorescence SR. Fast Speed Beseech the Winds, but it's exalted. Yeah, like, when you start ephemerating it for 0, that's pretty crazy. The value is just pretty high on making, like, the thing is, we've seen a lot of circumstances where a single buff counter, like, totally changes the math on everything, right? So, I'm not going to discount what that buff counter can give you. Also, don't forget that if you're doing, like, water, Alice, you can ephemerate the cake and then frack it for value if you want to do that. Except Frack's not going to be float, so it's not. I guess it's not, right? Because she only gets float from Spectre cards. Right? So maybe it's not value. Never mind. That's not a good plan. Don't do that. I mean, he's probably going to run Frack anyway. So, I don't know. Maybe you'd find a circumstance where you want to do that. But probably not. Summon Pawn. When ephemeral ally dies, it goes to banish. Yes. No, it does not go to graveyard at all, King. You replace it leaving with going to banishment. BMG, if I can show you that, I will. I hope I can show you a curio foil tonight, especially if I can show it next to another foil of the same kind. Two foil chest cards. Let's go. Uses chest level 1 to keep float value in grave. Ooh, okay. Hey, all right. Maybe it's a line. See, the thing is, I haven't had time yet to, like, really explore. Especially Alice is just so wild. So, I might be missing interactions so far. I'm happy if you guys can shout out anything that's looking kind of cool when we're talking about it. I love that. Roland. Palvor is a very techie card, yeah, but it's like pretty good at what it does. Briar's Spindle again. Am I still on Perfy time? My body has kind of figured it out, but not entirely. It still is like very tired throughout the day. Reflected Blight. Excuse me. All right. Infernal Vessel. This card's pretty crazy, actually. The anti-recover card. That's why Alice has to have Fracturize. She gotta have that. Or she's gonna recover a million. Or she's not gonna recover a million if you have it in play. But yeah. You want to play that against Alice to not let her just have literally infinite life. Spell Shield CL again. We have a dropped band. Yo, when's this card going to get banned? Oh, it already is. Used to lock a set of cards you want to keep in the grave, but still be able to cycle in a new set with the mastery. Interesting, Rar. That's an interesting thought. Foil, Sacred Engulfment. The Empower card for the mage fans out there. Kongming about to empower a ton. Or something, maybe. So that's our third foil for the box. And a Ghastly Slime. Yeah, that's okay. You guys can boo that. That's fair. I deserve that one. Gemini Starbearer. Nope, not Curio. No Curios here. Yeah, Merlin can empower a ton for sure. That's true. Yo, I just realized I lost my 6-7. Topsy Decree. Nice. Let me fix that. I know you guys want it. That back in the right spot here. Just do a little, yeah, just do a little 6. And then do a little... Oh, we knocked it. Oh, no. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble manipulating these right now. There we go. 6, 7. Curios are a cereal? Okay, King, come on. That's worse than mine. It's kind of worse than mine. I appreciate the effort, though. Cosmic Focus. Y'all, read this card and then read it again. And read it again if you still don't think this card is crazy. This card's crazy. This card is wild. I think this card's pretty nuts. And I think is one of the reasons why Astro Diana can go hard now. Yeah, Rye, you get it. Rye gets it. Rye gets it. Card is insane, actually. Ooh, I think I see another... Oh, no, it's an Ethereal Projection. I thought it was Labyrinth. I still don't know the corners or the edges of these cards yet. Speaking of Diana, we got the Projection here as well. Make copies of Aether Wings. Or just Aether Call it. Kind of a fun card. Asking you to focus on the card. I like that, Jenna. That's a good one. There are too many zeros on that card for it to not be crazy. 100%. Zeros and 4s. There's too many 0s and 4s, and they're all they're in the right places for each one. That card is nuts. Luster's Shroud. All right, that was box 3. Time for box 4. How was Tokyo, Jenna? Tokyo was crazy. Tokyo was amazing. Excited to go back to Japan sometime and explore some of the other stuff that I didn't get a chance to see or do. Spend a little more time outside of Tokyo, actually, as well. I'm looking forward to the next Ascent in Japan. I could be lucky enough to cast it again, so I can afford to go again. That'd be awesome. Has to learn the edges of cards for casting. That's 100% correct, Grouch. Really do have to learn the edges of those cards so you can pick them out. Yeah, it's a skill that seems useless, but it's actually, for me in particular, an extremely important skill to have. Mega Rizwan, you did not miss a CSR, but you missed this. Beautiful. Vorpy Girl. Jenna, Hakone, I was so close to like going, but we were just like, we didn't book in time and I couldn't like make it. I just couldn't make it work. Hakone is on the top of my list. Top of my list for the next time I go to Japan is Hakone before anything else. I've heard it from too many people. I absolutely need to go to Hakone. I need to get in that hot spring. Genuflecting execution. All right, Rye. Thanks for lurking. Thank you, or thanks for hanging out. Enjoy lurking. Thanks for being on my side about Astra Diana Cosmic Focus. I know what we just got. I know what you are. We got. Do you guys know? Casting check. All right, y'all. Let's see how good you are at casting. What is our UR? I'm going to wait to display it. I'm going to wait for chat to name it. And don't wait for other people to say. Just chat right now. Pop what UR you think this is. You're casting. You have to say what's in hand right now. What is it? What is it? Let's see. Oh, this is a song I use in my videos. We got Merlin Ally, Merlin Ally, Merlin, Vorpal, Merlin Ally, Labyrinth. That's Merlin. Vorpal. It was Merlin. Yeah, I could tell right away. Vorpal has, you can see the difference between Vorpal and Merlin here. So Merlin is the pinkest you are. Vorpal has more blue tones. It's a very different look right on the edge. So I could tell immediately that it was Merlin. Which is awesome. By the way, excellent. That's what we're looking for here. It's Pikachu! Fireball. GCR. Yo, that'd be wild. Open up the secret ultra rare. The secret ultra rare GCR reprint that they didn't tell anybody about. That'd be crazy. Squall Snare. Yeah, Surreal Figment's great hit. Exactly what we're looking for. Lake Ashinoko is gorgeous. You can see Mount Fuji from it. Yeah, I gotta get out there next time. Next time I will. Spirit of Purity, yo! The meta is solved. Norm Element was all we needed all along. What's the most underrated card in PTM? Right now it's Cosmic Focus. Because people are not talking about it enough. Maybe. I don't know. That's top of my head. I don't know. It is pretty tough to say what an underrated card is right now. I really think Cosmic Focus is pretty underrated. Sick for RDO if they left some cards unspoiled. Fractured Foil, GCR, Alt Art. Crazy. That would be wild, actually. Cosmic Focus! Number 2! Let's go! I would love to get a foil Cosmic Focus, actually. That'd be pretty fun. Normrai, free 2 levels. It goes crazy, Jeff boy. It goes crazy. New Cruxite art is very good. True. Foil, Mirrored Confrontation. That's a sick looking foil, actually. Who did this art? No, Premia. Premia did this art. Each player that does draws in the memory and recovers too. Kind of an interesting card. I don't know if that would really see much play, but pretty foil. I'll need that for Path of Silver. Maledictum Vitae. That's an important Alice card. Cosmic Focus 4-packs down from the last. Yeah, it was, Jenna, actually. Those are the same box, weren't they? I think they were. You know, this box is really just focusing for me. Thurible! Yo, foil Thurible. I want that. Give me a foil Thurible. I love Thurible. Joshua, I also hope you get a Looking Glass Astrocyte. I hope you do. I hope everybody gets Looking Glass Astrocytes because we can all love Astra together. Visages Strike. The effect definitely applies to the packs. We're here to focus on our hits. Let's focus on getting some more. We got the ocean. Whoa, I have to start cleaning things up here shortly as well. Moving some of these, moving the commons out of here mostly. The common stack is just getting too high. Ryle and Lawson thought unbanned when. Lost is not getting unbanned now that we have the diadem. Nope. Lost is remaining banned. I'm sorry. Spectral Haunting. Diadem is our replacement for Lost. Lost, honestly, Lost, if Lost were Exalted, it would have been fair. And I think that's what we're seeing with Diadem. Lost really needed you to, like, have any reason to run level 3. So you, like, had to go down on cards and then Lost brought you back up, right? That was, like, I don't know. Like, should have been the idea. Or at least you have to take time or whatever and commit material deck slots. All the reasons that level 3 is a cost. Ignition Draw. I love this card. I think this card is insane. I'm planning on playing Fire Diana at locals next week. Because I love Fire Diana. That's a really fun deck too. And it's so consistent now. Fire Diana is like crazy consistent now. Definitely need a token. Curio. Yeah. Favorite CSR lineage, Jenna? Arasana. I am a massive Arasana fan. I'm a massive Astra fan in general, but you see I got my Astra ladies back here. But yeah, Arasana is my #1 champion in the game, and it's not close. And it's not close. She is by far my favorite. Bandersnatch, the fruminous foe. Yeah, Nico, if it just read level 3+ too, sure. That'd be fine. Just so you can still do the level 1 or level 0 Frostborn things with it, but then you don't get to draw unless it's level 3+. I like that fix. I like that fix. Yeah, mine's not Astra. My Fire Diana is just aggro. Foil weighted accord. Ari is very cute. Ari is not arguably the cutest champion. It is actually just an objective reality. Sorry, everyone. But it's important that you understand these things. Flared iridescence. Remember when Rhapsody and Crux were the only problems? I do. I miss Rhapsody. Even though it's absolutely broken and had no right being printed with the text that it did, Rhapsody was claimed from Beyond. And it deserved it. But it's fun. Alice Monarch is the cutest now. That's fine. I am fine with people having that opinion. You can have that, but I love my girl. Alizarin, a little bit of a Bob Ross painter reference here. Alizarin Crimson, which I think is really cool. The Alizarin Longbowman. We got Calming Breeze. This card is crazy, guys. This if you haven't read this card yet, you need to read this card. Until end of turn, if 3 or less damage would be dealt to your champion, prevent that damage. So it's like effectively Veiling Breeze at many stages of the game. But it also has level 1+ float. And it's a spell reaction, so if you want to play Dao Chan, she can play it out of memory. It only costs 2. That's fast speed. It's only level 1+ float, and there's no class bonuses anywhere on this thing. This is the best win card in the set, and the set has Purifying Thurible in it. But this is still the best win card in the set. And that is insane. That is insane. Joshua, I love touching every card in my deck, absolutely. That's why Astra is so much fun. Conjuring Fluorescence again. King says, I love Alice Monarch CUR. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, the CUR arts are usually pretty fantastic. Bill! Bill! There he is. We love Bill. Look at him. Look at that gentleman. Wow. What a guy. What a guy, that Bill. Or his cutest champion actually Drib Budge. When you Jub Bird a Distortion ally. You can try, Taylor. You may try. Return to the Depths. I think the card is correct. Spalling Cleanse. That's a good choice for best water card in the set. It's certainly going to be the most prominent water card in the set. I don't know if its impact, it's crazy good. It's like better fast cure for water. I don't know if its impact is as high as wind gaining Calming Breeze. I don't know if the impact is as high. Like how the existence of the card changes matchups, I don't think it's as high. Because you already could run fast cure. Granted, you didn't always gain life. You didn't always recover. And it was not water. So didn't work as well. Like things like Spalling Cleanse goes right into Genbu now. It's cool. Like now we can have extra recover. We cannot lose to aggro, whatever. We can have a good time, which is cool. Veiling Breeze is in the set. Veiling is better than Calming. All right. Well, I meant new wind card, Taylor. New wind card. Come on now. If we're going to count reprints, then there's going to be like 6 or 7 cards that you could consider best in the set. Next box. Going on to box number 5. It is so much better than Fast Cure. Like, absolutely. But I'm just saying that I don't know that it changes how matchups play out as much as... I can't remember this card name. Calming Breeze does. I think Calming Breeze does so much for a number of win decks in how they can approach their matchups. Being able to go card neutral on Veiling Breezes early and having additional copies of Veiling Breeze effects is crazy. Card neutral on Resolute Stand, basically early. What? I think it's insane. But it really comes down to like how you define the best card in the set. Oh, you know what? Eminent Lethargy. Ooh, I think it's the first one of those, maybe? I have to move these commons out of the way or I'm going to have a big disaster. A Danzaster. All right, get the stack of commons out of here. Not even close to Resolute Stand. In many scenarios, it's similar to Resolute Stand. But you're right, not in all of them. But in the early game, which is when you want the float, it is generally pretty similar to Resolute Stand. Now, you're still like Cheshire Cats are still going to hit, but a lot of things are 3 power. Of course, yeah. No, you're right. Like CL and Wind Wake Up are decks that are going to absolutely play around Calming Breeze. For sure. Wind already had really good answers to their shenanigans, though. Wind was like, whoops. Wind, I feel like, struggled a little more with being able to gain value while playing against a wide board. Unless you're Lorraine. To like sweep it. Plus, it's not just attacks. Like, Resolute Stand is only attacks. Calming Breeze is everything. So it's more flexible. And it's going to apply to more scenarios where it's going to be able to prevent damage from weird stuff. Like, Calming Breeze is like a card you can actually use to push the Razor Gale player onto your turn and not like feel terrible about. Yo! We got a Curio! Tempestuous Conviction. Ooh, yeah, this is the Spell Shroud CL card. This is actually a pretty sweet card, too. Curio Foil Tempestuous Conviction. So, okay, so let's talk about this. We got a Perilous Mend. We can just get rid of that here. So, we still see the isolation of the characters. It's not just like a flat foil applied to everything. So you see that Diana and CL do not have a foil on them. It's just that the sections that have a foil now have this sort of like hologram effect where depending on where you rotate it, you see different parts of the foil. And I do want to say that the camera really, they don't shine it like they do in real life on camera. It looks a lot nicer in person, has been largely true about these. It's what everyone said, and I think it's pretty accurate. Yeah, Eddie, I mean, some cards might just look better in normal foil for sure. I think it's just going to depend. But these are like rare and cool. So nice. Curio hit, baby. Nice to see. And that's one thing I like about what we're getting in Phantom Monarchs, and I hope continues in future sets, is that now it's not just I hope I hit a CSR, like a foil UR, and then everything else is like, oh, that's cool. Like, now we have more of these, like a different variety of like, oh, now you can hit curio foil. Now you can hit a looking glass sight. And I think that makes it, I think it makes the opening experience more fun. Oh, I dropped the cat. Yeah, I like all the foil tokens are going to be a really good amount. Yeah, I want token. I definitely want token curios. Those are very, very sick. So that was cool. That was a fun hit. Little curio action. Followed with a foil jub bird. All right. Foils in this box are kind of going hard. That's really sick. This is the funniest effect in this set, I think. You may have another target ally you control become a copy of Jub Bird, except its name is Drib Budge Budge. And Drib Budge Budges are going to go hard. When this was revealed, the first thing I said was, I cannot wait to cast if people are playing this card. I want to be saying, like, and he attacks in with a Drib Budge Budge. 2 more damage, Delta Champion. The Drib Budge Budge is swinging in. Sorry, not 2. It'd be at least 3. But, you know, like, I want to do that. That sounds so fun. And a Whisperwind Compass. Yeah, Joshua, similar to Coldfire Quicksilver, but more rare than Quicksilver were. Because Quicksilver were in, like... What were they again? They were every 3 boxes, I think. If I had to dredge back some old neurons, but the old neurons tell me, calming breeze. The old neurons tell me that they were 1 every 3 boxes. Curios are not 1 in every 3 boxes. I believe they are more rare. Maledictum Vitae. Curio foils are another thing that Taylor has to chase down for his Merlin deck, though. He's going to have to get those tokens, baby. You got to at least get the tokens. Genuflecting Execution. It's a beast and a bird, Eddie. 1 in... Wait, ZX, there how many boxes? 1 in every 6, 7 boxes? I'm sorry. I've been infected by it. I was standing outside of the shop today. I was like handing out our Black Friday promotion stuff and getting people entered in giveaways and things. I never did the giveaway drawing. I'll have to do that tomorrow. And there were these young girls, some person's daughters. They were inside shopping. They were just like hanging out on the couch outside the shop. We were in a mall, so they were in the basement there. And they kept going 6, 7, and I was like not paying attention to them other than every time they did that, I went, and then they realized it and they started like intentionally working it into the conversation more just so like they would get to watch me do that. I felt like one of the royal guards at like the Queen's Palace in England or whatever, where like the whole shtick that developed is people try and get them to laugh or to smile or whatever, where I was just like kind of ignoring them, but just like every time it was 6, 7 times. I was like, you know, I had fun. They were having a good time. I work in mental health. I hear it daily. You are Awakened Ombre. Yeah, that's a good check. So I saw that too. Y'all, do you know what this is? King, I think you're right. I think that is Awakened Ombre. It is indeed. Good call. Pavloved into reacting. I think it's funny. I like what the kids are doing. They're being total weirdos, and I'm here for it. Spirit of Purity. All right. Nullifying Lantern. Lots of Nullifying Lanterns around these days now. That's good. That was a card that definitely needed a reprint. Ducal Seal, Flared Iridescence. Spoiler card again. We love getting our spoiler cards. That's always fun. We have Still Shard Strike. All right. Set would have been perfect for a fracturized reprint. You are not wrong, Rizwan. You're not wrong. But I believe it's coming in RDO. Trust. I believe it's coming in RDO. It's definitely one of the cards that most needs a reprint right now. Probably the card. Field of Ranks and Files. Maybe like GCR, arguably, I guess, needs a reprint too. I mean, we all memed stuff as kids, right? Like, I don't think it's very fair to be like, oh, these kids are like super brain rotted or whatever, just because they've got a sense of humor that's just developed in like a different direction. But like, yeah, you're like absolutely right, King, that they're like, there's a bunch of really dumb stuff that we thought was really funny too, depending on what generation you are. I'm a little older than some of you, but we all had our like dumb things that we're into. So I just think, enjoy the whimsy of it, I guess. Right? Like just let it be fun. Fun for them. Have fun with it too. Don't take their fun away. I mean, I think that's my big thing. Is like, just let them be kids, and like laugh and have fun or whatever. Bobo is 100% serious as a child. Yo, very true, I bet. Bandersnatch. The Fruminous Foe again. Guess what, chicken butt? Yo. Peak humor. Yeah, we are getting more DGs in AMB Alter. That's very true. Planking's hilarious, dude. You just sit there. Taylor was preparing for Worlds, to win Worlds ever since he was 6 years old. Grail is a card that could definitely use a reprint. Yo, Flickering Afterglow. Her little Diana attack that can be very cheap. Seems pretty sweet for Fire. Did I say Diana? Merlin. Sorry, Fire Merlin. I don't know why I said Diana. Too much Astra on the brain. We got a Molten Echo. So far, a foil UR and a Curio. I mean, we're doing pretty well in our. This is our 5th box, I believe, of case 1. Yeah, this is our 5th box of case 1. Since he was 6 or 7 years old. True. Got 2 packs left here in this box. Facet Together. Glassgale Flock. After box 6, I'm going to take a 2-minute bio break. Then I'll be back. So we got one more box and then just a real quick break. Righteous Retribution. That was all that was in that box. That was our Curio foil box. That looks really nice. All right, and we have box 6. Curios are only in common and uncommon. Common and uncommon, though. The one I got is an uncommon. But yeah, no rares, no There's no Curio foil Merlin URs or labyrinths to chase down or anything, thankfully. That would be insane. Although, I don't know, it'd be really cool too, right? It'd be like really fun to see. All right, final box of case 1, box 6. Happening now, then a like 2-minute bio break, and then we jump into case number 2. Although I'm not sure what's from what case because they're actually just loose in my big box here, so. Curio foil lantern. I didn't even think about that, ZX. There is indeed a Curio foil lantern. That's pretty sick. Curio foil CUR. You guys are getting too crazy. Oh my god, the world can't handle that. Dichroic Scorch. But yeah, I mean, there's the reprints that are in the set in Curio foil are like really cool. Very true. Curio foil Veiling Breeze. Curio foil Spalling Cleanse. Fast Cure, yeah, the new Fast Cure art. Orbiting Cosmos. Sorry, I'm kind of going off frame a little bit here. I apologize. Yeah, Galley, Phantasmagoria Mastery can be a Curio foil as well. That's like the big hit, I think. I feel like that's got to be the most expensive Curio foil. Alice, Phantom Monarch. Nice. We did get the SR Alice. That's good to make sure we have that. Good to lock those down. What's our UR going to be this box, chat? For our $6, what's our UR going to be before we get to it? Let's get some guesses. We are going to get a foil Golden Pawn to go with our Golden Rook. We're on Golden Pawn. That's pretty sweet. Golden Pawn is a pretty great card, actually, for Chessmen. So that's a really good foil. Labyrinth. We're going to get a non-foil Vorpal Sword, King says. Ticket. Ooh, Ticket. I haven't seen Ticket yet. True, Ticket. Where are my DR wanters? Who want me to open my DR? Abnegation. Yeah, there we go. Red Lancer wants me to get the DR. Sword is not Rico exclusive, King. Sword is not in the Rico at all. Tweedledee. We'll have to check back here when we get the UR, see who is right. Doesn't look like it's quite in this pack. Gemini Star Bearer. Smoke Bombs. Illusory Arms Master. What are my thoughts on the new Divine Relic Bear? I really like the design a lot. I think it's really cool to have a design that is like made for the fast level 3 decks. Foil Enveloping Soul Mist. You're getting all the Crux foils today. That's cool. That one's a rare too. That looks really nice. Yeah, the new Divine Relic's a great design. Honestly, I really like it. It's obviously like it's niche, but that's how Divine Relics should be. They should be not for every deck. So it's really nice for, I mean, it's just very obviously though, very nice for, oh, I don't think anyone called this one, did they? Did anyone say Merlin? Ticket, Vorpal Sword, Labyrinth, Lost Providence. Yeah, no one called Merlin. That's our second one today and my third one. That's awesome. I'm almost to the playset. Josh, thank you for thinking I deserve a CUR. I would love to finally get one. I'm happy to get that Merlin, though. That's great. As many Merlins as the boxes want to give me, please and thank you. Labyrinth is basically Merlin. Well, it's very good for Merlin. Queen's Gambit SR. We have how many foils left in this box? One foil left. One foil left in this box. Maybe something a little spicier hiding in here. Maybe. Recursive Confidant is not really exactly what I was thinking of. Not really exactly what I had in mind. For the spicier... Yo! Purifying Thurible Foil! Let's go! That is a sick hit. Yeah, see, that's spicy. Spicy third foil in the box. Damn, nice. Boxes have been good so far. They've been delivering. Very sick. Very sick hit. Stonks. 100%. Super stonks on Thurible. I loved playing with it for the week that I could. Or whatever. It was a couple of weeks, but... That one, yeah, that one can get a Dan sleeve also. I did say I wanted it. Yeah, you know what else I want, Joshua? Is an Alice Seawar. I also want that. Huh? Huh? All right. Let's see what else is hiding in the rest of this box now. We got all three foils. But there could be one other hit. There could still be a CSR or a Looking Glass Sight inside the box. And we did hit our UR. We have SRs otherwise that we're looking for. Reflected Blight. Yeah, the uncommon pile is getting pretty big, huh? You guys like that, right? You like when the screen is just entirely uncommons? Thought that's what everyone was into. Do I have a PTM hot take? Do I have a PTM hot take? I don't know if I really have a hot take right now. Foe Awakening. I think this card's crazy. Is that a hot take? I don't think so. I think this card is really, really sweet. It's really good in Oblation, and it also is really good in a new version of CL that gets to play Devotion's Price. The reason I don't really have a hot take is because I'm just so excited about the set so far that like I haven't gotten to that stage where I become jaded about certain cards yet. So, does Curio replace the regular foil? Mitch, yes, it does. It is one of the regular foil hits in the box. Plage au Omats. 2 packs left in the box. Last chance for the spice to show up in our box number 6 of the night. It's not going to be this pack. It's going to be a compass. But the compass is going to show us the way. Yeah, Gallium, Devotion's Price. Devotion's Price is the card that has one huge drawback, which is you have to discard cards in order to activate it. And then if they negate it, you just lose the game. Right? But what if... Weighted Accord. What if you play Devotion's Price? By the way, Devotion's Price is draw a card for each different reserve cost among omens you control. This is the resolution. So cost 2, pitch 2 cards, play the price. So what if you play Devotion's Price, hold opportunity? Using that opportunity, now you may add as many Umbra Sights as you'd like to the stack. So go ahead. Let's just say you have one Umbra Sight. This would be a 7-card hand. So Devotion's Price, pitch 2, hold opportunity, activate Umbra Sight, still hold opportunity. And then with your opportunity, use the last card in your hand is you're going to play Foe Awakening. And now with the Foe Awakening on the stack, it has interdiction. The opponent now cannot respond to anything. The Foe Awakening simply resolves. Nobody gets opportunity. So you play this, it resolves. You discard your hand in memory, so you have no cards left in hand because you like played your hand out. You discard the 2 cards that you have left in memory, which are the cards you spent to play Devotion's Price. And then you resolve Foe Awakening, banish 2 cards, which you're going to set up 2 more different omens. So let's say you started this turn with like 4 omens because you're playing it. I don't know. 4. I like 4 as a number because it means you've had a decent game. So you Foe Awakening. Now you're at 6 omens. First of all, Lineage releases online. Just important to mention that. Then you resolve Umbracite. Draw into hand, draw into memory. Take 2, whatever. So you did 4 unpreventable to them with CL. Because now your opponent can't negate any of these at this point. Because now your cards can't be negated. With that, their card activations can't be negated. So you resolve the Umbracite, draw into hand, draw into memory. Then resolve Devotion's Price. You have 6 different reserve costs, draw 6 cards. So now with your opponent unable to respond or negate any of this stuff, you now have you're back to having a 7-card hand, 1 card in memory, 6 omens with the Lineage release active, and you chose what those were. So any of those could have been a win con card or whatever that you can just feel free to Lineage release now. And none of your card activations can be negated that turn. And you basically have a fresh hand that turn. You plussed actually on your card value. Dug deeper, set up omens, went to 6. That line is really cool. That line is really, really sweet. So I think that's interesting. I think that's a really fascinating new engine to explore for CL. Let alone the fact that Foe Awakening can just be used if you don't do the engine, if you just find your win con, you play your win con, they try to negate it, and then you Foe Awakening in response. And you're like, well, I pitch everything, but this is a lethal win con. And now I've stopped their in cap. So, which is why it's just good in Oblation anyway. Plus, you set up a couple more omens, which did 4 more unpreventable. So, like, Foe Awakening on the stack does 2 things. It negates any negation, and it pops any spell shields. That if you let those resolve, you let them resolve the Crystallized Destiny, the spell shield, then with your opportunity, Foe Awakening. And now they can't do anything. They can't pop another prevention effect. They just take 4 unpreventable from CL. 2 unpreventable, pops it, and then the other 2 go through. And then you resolve everything else. So, like, the card answers a lot of the things that CL fears when he's going for a win con with Oblation or something. So the card's very good, I think. The card is extremely good. Butler's Augury is another option. Yeah, there's a Butler's Augury line as well. I just have wanted Devotion's Price to be playable ever since the starter deck. So, yeah. You can play this card in any class, but it's CL bonus. So you're not going to get it unless you are CL. It's very specifically a CL thing. But yeah, that was box 6. Those are my thoughts on Foe Awakening, which I think is, I love that card design. I think it's so cool. And I want to see more interdiction cards like that get printed for champions that are like struggling a little more to give them a really sweet play. Just maybe not Dao-Chan, because that's kind of scary if it's like a reaction. I guess it's only on their turn, and this is like kind of on your turn a lot of the time, but it doesn't have to be for Dao-Chan. So I don't know. I don't know if you want like Fractal Dao-Chan to have that play also. Although you can't pop shields if on Oblation. So, yes, true. If you're on Oblation, you can't omen the cards unless you're omening Advents. You can still omen Advents. That's the line you have to work, where you have to hold on to that Advent, kind of like you hold on to the Advent for the Armoire to pop the Oblation. Like we saw that happen at Akihabara also, holding on to that second Advent to pop the Armoire, to pop the Spell Shield, sorry, or the Crystallized. But you still can do it if you just discard an Advent, because I believe it's up to 2, right? Yeah, banish up to 2. So on Oblation, you can banish 0 if you have none, or you can banish 1 Advent in response. And again, there's just no response window to deal with this. It can't be Thurible. It can't be they can't respond to anything here. Because these are not when you do or anything either. There's no reflexive triggers with this card. You just resolve the effect. So if you have another Advent, then you can still set it up. Or if you have an Orb of Sealing in play also, like, there's still setups to do this, right? If your Orb of Sealing is out, you can omen something and then seal it before the Oblation resolves. So, like, yeah, I mean, I think it's more flexible and stronger than people realize. Skurai, that's how the rules work. So it depends on how the prevention effect is worded. But if the effect says that, if the effect is worded like Crystallized Destiny and Spell Shields are worded, like, actually, I'll pull up the CL card here. Righteous Retribution is worded the same way as Spell Shields. So it says the next time damage would be dealt to your champion this turn. So the effect is looking for simply the next instance of damage. So whatever the next instance of damage is, it attempts to prevent it, whether or not it can. Which is different than how some other effects are worded in the game that are like, if that, I off the top of my head, I'm failing to remember the exact text on some of the other ones, but if it's a spell shield like effect, which is saying the next time damage would be dealt, then if the damage is unpreventable, the next time thing triggers, the prevention is attempted to be applied, it does not apply, and the amount of damage prevented is 0 for whatever the spell shield like effect would do. Foam, yeah, no sights. But yeah, that's I really like Righteous Retribution too, actually. I think that card's pretty good. Yeah, going through some of the classics right now. The classics that you had to know when you were playing Rye in set 2 meta. All right. I'm going to take a 2-minute bio. Then I'm going to munch a few more cashews. And we're going to dive into box 7. If you're just joining us, we have had a Curio foil and a foil UR. So I'll get these sitting out here for people to enjoy taking a little peek at while we're on that bio break. Some nice foil hits. Yeah, no problem. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Don't worry. I'll be very fast. All right. What are we talking about? Lift your sill. Yeah, you like that Vorpal? It's very nice. I want the Astrocyte really bad, Foam. Cashews in No Nut November is crazy. Mitch, that's the wildest thing I've seen you say on my stream. I really like it. Yeah, Joshua, New Merlin's so insane. So fun. By the way, not that I think anyone has, but I don't think you can doubt my devotion to the devotion. I don't know. I said that. I don't know. I don't think you can doubt my devotion to the game anymore with the new background I've set up. Y'all, I care about this game so much. This game is like the number one. I can't say it's the number one thing in my life because that's my wife, but it is the number something thing in my life. It's very high up there. Very high up. The Scythe, if people are looking to secure their new set purchases, where should they go? They should go to jwwcards.com, where we still have a bunch of Phantom Monarchs available. We just restocked Recollection decks today. Head over to jwwcards.com and use discount code MAINDECK for 5% off your purchase. Rin, concerned that Crux got even more support while other elements didn't get as much. I think Umbra is insane. I think other elements are still have like a lot going for them. I think like Gloja going to 3 is still extremely good. Astra got a massive push. Astra Diana got a huge push this set. I think it's really just the advanced elements that aren't in this set are not keeping up, because I think they pushed, starting with Disorder Reflections, they pushed level 3 effect design a lot, but the existence of Exalted has also still given support to other level 3 decks as well. So, Lifter Still, Frack is getting reprinted in the event packs. Is it? Is Frack one of the reprints? I haven't memorized the event pack list. I don't remember. It got reprinted SP3. Exactly, Mitch. That's what I tell everyone. It's fine. It got reprinted SP3. Don't worry about it. Let's get that there. There we go. All right. Whoops. Found another Merlin sleeve. Plenty of those. Let's move some uncommons out of the way, y'all. You're right. There's too many uncommons here. Let's just tear down both commons and uncommons a little bit. Get these out of here. PTM alters level 3 Chessman Alice. Yeah, Jen, I didn't think it was. Frostbite. Yeah. That makes more sense. Castling, what are you doing down there? All right. Moving on. This here is going to be box number 7. It's time for the big hits, baby. We're going to cruise through our last case. Although, again, these were loosely put in the box, so I do not know which case had which boxes. So we'll see. It's time for the big hits, though. It's time to get a Looking Glass Sight and a CUR and have the greatest opening experience of my life. Can we do it? Surely a CSR in this one. Lifter Still, thank you for the vote of confidence. I hope so. I am not the greatest at opening CSRs. Really not. King has a jersey riding on this. I thought you said the last box, King. Did you say the last box, or did you say that? Did you mean the first box in the last case? Or maybe you meant case. I get you now. Will I cry if I get a CUR? I don't think I'll cry. I don't think I'll cry. That doesn't seem like something I would do if I got a CUR. I would just probably ruin my voice more than it already is. Is there a really sick SR that I haven't pulled yet? Because sometimes I get kind of destroyed on the SR front, and I don't realize it till later, like in HVN, when I pulled like one Zhang Zhao. No, King. This is the 7th box of 12. Starstrung Reading. That card's also super good. We've got 6 more boxes, buddy. Buckle in. Hey, give me a foil in here. Let's see it. Let's see our first foil. Let's see a spicy foil. Umbra Diana Ally CSR. I would take that. That card's beautiful. Oh, is our music stopped? Oh no, this just has a really long ending. No, wait, no, our music did stop. Oh, shoot. No, I'm gonna start here because I don't want to get to that vocal again. Full northern accent on CU Harple. If I remember, I probably won't remember to do that though. Calming breeze. Miss the uncommon stack. You know, you never know what you had until it's gone. That's very true. All right, what's the egg CSR of the set though? Last set we had egg. What CSR is egg level? Chat, let me know what you think. What's your pick for the egg level CSR of the set? Enfeebling Orb is cool. Ooh, Jabberwocky. That's our first Jabberwocky. There's our UR. Good to get. That's another one you probably want several copies of. Yeah, I'm definitely missing some. I just don't want it to be like the Zhang Zhao that I'm currently missing, but I may be opening more anyway, so. Claimed from Beyond. Did I hit level 1 Alice yet? No, I hit level 2 Alice. The cat. The cat? What's the cat? Foe Awakening. That's a good one to get. Chance is the egg level. Ooh. That's a good guess, Rex. Could be Chance, yeah. Yo, where are the foils? Are there foils in this box? Treacle! That's our first Treacle. Actually, that's a pretty good one. Bill? But yeah, but the thing about Bill is that Bill is Bill. The thing about Bill is that Bill's Bill. And, you know, ooh, Memorite Shardwing foil. That's cool. Not Curio foil, but it's still cool. There's our foil. Maledictum Vitae. Chessman King is the egg level? Amias, are we sure about that? I don't know. I literally don't know because my brain is way too small to understand how to use that card in a deck. Egg is also egg. That's a really good point about egg. The thing about egg is egg, you know? Yeah, I think hitting that Treacle was probably good. We should probably try and find some more of those. Foil Ghastly Slime. Let's go. That's pretty sick. I like Ghastly Slime. It's at least better than Wrathful Slime. Probably a little better than people realize because you can free Ephemerate him the turn you go to level 3 for a 6 power slime. It's kind of good. And then actually when you Ephemerate Ghastly Slime, when he dies, he banishes. So he sets up your Storm Slimes immediately. Like, I think you're sleeping on Ghastly Slime just a little bit. I'm not saying anything crazy right now, okay? I'm not saying anything crazy. Other than I think you're sleeping on Ghastly Slime a little bit. All right, Jenna. Thanks for having you. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. Amias, egg level is bad. Egg level is like, this is not a playable card. This is a CSR, but not a good one. Field of Ranks and Files. Foil Curio Mistral Ranger. We got another Curio foil. Slimes are so back. Let's go. Our very cheap Very cheap Aether Charge ally. Eddie, yes, it does. Ephemerate is still it's an alternate activation cost, so you're still activating. So you choose the cost to pay, then you choose which one you're paying, then you determine the total cost afterwards, which then that's when Sylvie's cost reduction applies. Which is why you can just go, cool, go to level 3, ephemerate this. My full hand's still available. Genghis pulled egg CSR and yeeted the pack and rage. 3 for 3 on eggs, Genghis. That's so awful, dude. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Second Curio foil, though. That's pretty dope. Binding Cicada. Yeah, Alice is clearly the premium champion. Dong support. Let's go. That's what the people want. When I open AMB Altar, I hope I pull 7 more dongs. Which I like probably won't even open very much, but I still hope I pull 7 more dongs. All Curio foil dongs. Actually, I don't know. Would they have Curio foils? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't in Altar. Altar can't have them because they're a first edition thing because they're limited print. So, fine. But foil dongs. I hope I pull 7 foil dongs. See the Invigoration support spoiler. I don't know that I've thought about what that would be. Invigoration support, though. I like that. I like the words you're using in the order you're using them in. Absolutely love pulling dongs. So that means the Ephemerate Merlin spells and Kindle means you can Kindle Ephemerate. Yes, correct. Barrett, you can Kindle Ephemerate. As far as I understand, we talked about it as well, and Taylor and I agreed. The Fast Cure, I agree, has the best art of the new reprints. I like that art. Woolbrook. Chance. Yeah, I got my 3 foils here. Oh, yeah, true. You can empower, fire, empower, invigoration nonsense. Main dogs. I don't know if that's something I can say. I was going to blow my nose, too. Hang on one second. Yo, my deck's gonna be sleeved in all dongs. All right. That was box 7. Box 7 had a Jabberwocky, a Curio foil, and a foil Ghastly Slime, so it was kind of lit. We're moving on to box 8. Box number 8. Gonna be great. They sure are something. Everybody loves dong sleeves. Lineage break. Yo, what's up? Gas is over here. No CSR yet. No sight yet. We've got 5 boxes to go. But we did get a foil Vorpy. We got a foil Thurible. We got these 2 Curios. Very wind-pilled other than the Vorpal. Woolbrook and Twisted Verdict. Wild. King of Hearts must be saved for Altar Edition. Crystallized Anthem. SR. 2 Sleepy. Sleepy Lineage Break. Sleepy Cam. Yeah, foil Vorpal Sword is pretty sick, though. Not gonna lie. Happy about that. Vacuous Call. I'm not to the point of CSR despair yet, but I do hope we pull it soon, if we do get one. I would like that. It would make me happy. Vorpal, true. Vorpal's Mitch's spoiler card. At least, Mitch, you had like the coolest way of revealing the spoiler. That was really fun. I loved that spoiler game. Binding Cicada. Foil Dodo Bird. Second foil Dodo Bird. Yo, we got half of our foil Dodo Bird set. Let's go. Cam, do you like my background? Cam? Cam. Do you and Shinja like my background? I just realized. Ghastly Slime. My one of my LED strips fell. So the LED strips are not I didn't have them locked in place yet, so they're not like glued into the wall or anything, or adhered onto the wall. So I just realized one of my LED strips fell. Oh well. Ooh, foil Merlin level 2. That's cool. Chicaplu, yo. What's up, Theo? Yeah, I got prints of them made. Foil Merlin 2. Foil Dodo Bird, Foil Merlin 2. Pretty good box so far. Pretty good box. Jub. The Mimsy Gast is here. The champions cannot come Curio Eddie. They were the exception to the rule. Bill! I believe they said the champions are an exception. No, I don't believe they are. I think it was mentioned in the stream. All right. Caster test. What's the name of this card? What's the name of the UR in here? Put your guesses in chat if you know this one. Chat, do you know? Do you know? We have the Aether one. Ethereal Merlin. Projector is the Fantasia that copies Aether Wings. That is correct. Ethereal Projection. Well done. Well done. We still have one more foil to find in this box. We got our UR, though. We got our second projection. That's close enough, Rex. Whatever. We basically got it. Ignition draw. It reminds me of during Fractal season when I kept calling Unbroken Mustang Unstable Mustang because there were so many unstable fractals also, and I couldn't, I don't know, I couldn't keep them straight, well, even while casting. Briar's Spindle. No shiny here. Oh, there's a Diana SR. I think that's our second one finally. It took us a while to get a second. All right. Third foil. Third foil. We got to find it in here. Let's go. Third foil, please. Can we get a third foil curio? That would be fun. Right, it's like an unstabled Mustang, you know? Like stable is a word that applies to horses too. So I think it's fair. I think it's a fair thing to mix up. Bro, anime protagonist moments are my favorite. I was trying to sell you all on the narrative of Boston. Because that's kind of what it was. Boston was such a fun event. Boston was totally crazy. Yo, what up, Zeus? Welcome. Ooh, good Diana card. Pulls are pretty sweet so far. Oh, I have them kind of not displayed now, but we have a foil Vorpal sword that we pulled. Foil Purifying Thurible. 2 curios so far. That's a nice Diana foil, though. Refreshing Charge. That's pretty sweet. Oh, a lot of horsing around happening. And opponents getting drawn and quartered. Return to the depths. Yeah, that's a really nice foil. I like that Diana art. It's beautiful. Visage's Strike. We have 2 packs left in box number 8. Then we have 4 boxes remaining to find the hits. The big ones. Sighted Crown Wing. Last pack of box 8. I doubt, but maybe. But maybe it deliver. No, it does not deliver. It just gives us a genuflecting execution. Four boxes to go. We got box 9 here. We are hopping in. We are going deep. We are going to find a CSR or a Looking Glass. I believe that missing both would be crazy right now. I don't think I can miss both. I really don't think I'm here to miss both of them. Crumbling Rain. First pack. Because in theory, it's 7.5 foil Suffocating Ash. That's a fun card. Especially Dao-Chan has fun with that. So theoretically, between CSRs and Looking Glass sites, it's about 7.5 boxes per, like, you know, cool hit. And so going 12 and missing that would feel pretty under average. Yeah, Bobo, that makes sense. Taylor's my number 1 hater. But I'm glad if I'm going to have a number 1 hater, it's Taylor and not someone else. Want to see a foil 6 of spades. Bro is hot. I can't say I can think of the art off the top of my head right now for 6 of spades, so I'll have to see. Bill. Yo, Bill's going to bring the luck. Yeah, but Taylor, I don't believe I can miss both. I don't believe I don't think I have it in me. I deserve to to hit one of them, maybe. Maybe I don't. Bill luck is real. It's going to be CSR Bill. If we hit it, it's going to be CSR Bill. We got Hunt. We got Foil Crystal Accretion. Kind of a cool card for Merlin to experiment with. And then a non-foil right behind it. Squall Snare. Bill is not going to fail to deliver me the hottest pull of the stream. Bill's got my back. I love Bill. Bill's my man. Sorry, I keep bumping into my phone. Bill's sweeping away all of the bad pulls and making sure that we only get gas now. Cosmic Focus. Number 3. That's great. We want those. We need a UR in this box still. Where's that UR? Where is that third foil? Where's that CSR Bill? Future legend in the making. Bill's already legendary. Bill took like the least amount of time to become legendary in GA of anything. Ignition Draw. Hey, I like that card at least. It's a good card. Ooh. Ooh. Wait a sec. We got a good one. We got a good one. We got a good UR here. One that we haven't had yet. There's the Divine Relic, baby. That's what I thought. Lost Providence. Nice. We're not going to miss the DR tonight. That always feels good too. Bill. Thank you, Bill. Bill delivering on the DR, baby. Let's go. What else does Bill have in store for us? What else does Bill have in store for us? Bill could give us anything. He chooses to give us Divine Relics. Bill provides. Lagomorph Peace. Foil Lost Providence. That'd be classic Bill. Classic Bill. Ooh, that's our first folded Shadows. Nice. The CL fan. I'm a big fan of that card. Yo, Alphon, we're gonna have Bill take over Ascent Manila. That would be crazy. Visage's Strike. Bill might be underrated, yeah. That's fair. Bill's like mostly memed right now, but he's kind of legit. All right. Righteous Retribution. Looking for that foil. Bill is building anticipation. Bill understands the key to good content. Bill has given us a... Okay, well... It's a nice looking card. I'm not certain that Bill gave us a playable foil here. Yo, Lancer, yeah, we did get Lost Providence. Very sick. Yeah, Bill's kind of huge. Foil Plea for Peace. Bill, you're a little tease. Making me think that's all, but I know you've got other plans. I know you've got other plans for me, Bill. I believe. Diana. So number 3. Bill works in mysterious ways. Gallium, I have no idea. I have not had the time to play that, unfortunately. Tri-Castles. That's our first Tri-Castles. That's been an SR we've missed. Main deck after dark. True, we're past midnight now. At my time, at least. Billy. Billy, buddy. Bill is so tricky. Waited for the last pack in the box. Bill. You little scamp. Oh, Bill. Bill's teasing. Bill saved it for another box. Look how much fun he's making everything. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bill. Bill was probably saving it for box 9. Or box 10. That was box 9. Box 10. Bill wanted it to be in box 10. Thanks, Bill. Keeping it exciting. Bill gonna pay the bills? Bill is the bills. You don't need to pay him if you are the bills. Box 10. Pack 1. Let's start off with a bill again. Let's start off with one. Okay, a foil still shard strike, actually, is what I said. And a condemning evisceration. So we got our first foil right away. Right away. Box 10. One foil down. Still shard strike. 2 foils left to find. A UR hiding in here. And if we're lucky, something even cooler. Eminent Lethargy. We got a Maledictum Vitae. Where's that bill? Looking for that bill. Okay, looks like we're gonna get another Diana UR. Oh, there's 6 of spades. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. There's another ethereal projection for our UR. Maybe this isn't Bill's box. This is Chance's box. This is the box Chance put. No, it's Bill. It's Bill. Bill's here. All right. We got Bill, baby. Let's go. Bill time. Bill is ready to rock, baby. All right, Bill. Bill, what are you giving us? What do we got, champ? Come on, Billy. Vacuous call. Bill, Bill, Bill. Dichroic Scorch. That's 2 Bill boxes in a row, right? Like it's gotta be building up to something. Calming Breeze. Bill is the rate up on the banner to get the hit. Which dev designed Bill? Billadar. Illusory Arms Master. Billy boy. What's that? Spirit of Purity. I mean, it's no Bill. Bill. Weighted Accord. Okay. This pack, I'm feeling foil here. Bill, first place, Ascent Manila. More like Ascent Mabilla. Yeah. That's good. That was sick. Maledictum Vitae. Have we seen Bell and Bill in the same room? Whoa. Deep Theory, Mitch. I don't think we have. Webfoot. Cosmic Focus, number 4. Bill's telling us to focus. Lock in. Lock in. Bill says, here it comes. Here it comes, baby. Here it comes. Bill said it. Bill told us to focus. It's coming. Folded Shadows, number 2. Great. Bill said, foil Crystal Vein Awakening. Okay. All right, make some obelisks in wind. We got a Ghastly Slime. I trust Bill. I am not going to let my trust in Bill falter at this stage. Bill's given me no reason not to trust him. Crumbling Rain. Have you seen that face? We have Incapacitate. Glassgale Flock. Billy Spalling Cleanse. Starstrung Reading. Good card. Card is also pretty good. Ooh, this third foil is really hiding here. Third foil in this box is elusive. Tri-Castles number 2. All right, nice. Cool, we got a second Tri-Castles. That's good. Starting to come together a little bit. Sad the end cap doesn't have Merlin on it. It's okay. It just lets them print a premium Merlin end cap at some point. It's got to happen eventually. Oniric Key. Ugh. 2 packs left in this box. One's a foil. And one might be something even better. Or not, actually. It's just the last one's a foil. Bandersnatch, though. Got us a snatch. Okay, Bill. What foil were you hiding for us? This pack should have a foil in it. It's a Norm. Ooh! Bill did save a pretty sweet foil for us. Foil Topsy Decree. Foil Topsy Decree. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a very interesting card. Seems pretty sweet. Billy boy. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. We say thank you to Bill. Say thank you to Bill anytime he gives us anything good. Pretty sweet one. We got box 11. Box 11 is when the despair starts to creep in just a little bit. Just a little bit of that creeping despair. We still need another Merlin. We've gotten no ticket yet. Use ticket. Bro, Alphon, for real. Like, allies will never be the same again. Even just basic allies. First pack, box 11. Of 12, by the way. Advantageous Perch. Oh, I gotta move these comments. Let's go. Box 11. All right. So who's feeling despair? Who's feeling despair for the CSR Looking Glass potential? And who believes? Or who believes? I guess we should say. Let me know if you despair or you believe. Yeah, Gallium. Henke's never had so much trouble figuring the deck list out. That's crazy. That's insane. Myopic lens. Alphon. Believe. Joshua. Believers. King believes. King called it on the last box. King said last box. That's when you're getting it. Tri-Castles number 3. That's Tri-Castles. Not bad to see. Fave part of the stream is when we go deep, the despair hours. We got a foil Balm Shot Nurse. The kind of nurse that really frightens you because she comes out with a crossbow. Jesus, what are you doing? Please don't be my nurse right now. Taylor, it's time for Bill to have his 15 minutes of fame. You can have it back afterwards. Hello, nurse. Please don't shoot me. Balm Shot Nurse is like Siegeween from Genshin Impact. Oh, hey, we got Alice level 1. Nice. There we go. I can play Alice now, so that's good. Injection Fairy Lily. True. I will pay 2,000 life points. Was it 2,000? 2,000 life points to get a big old buff or something? 3,000 buff? I don't remember. I don't remember the numbers. I used to play a lot of that girl, though. That Lily. The Injection Fairy. Foil Rare Condemning Evisceration. That's cool. Is it 3,000 both ways, Taylor? Pay 3,000 to get 3,000? And a Tweedledum. Tweedledum. I think it's pay 3,000 to get 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 to go to 3,400 power. With all the Looking Glass support, my Looking Glass stocks with reserve. Absolutely. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Good you are. Good you are. That is our 4th Merlin. Playset complete with the one that I had already pulled. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Nice. Nice. We got 4 Merlins. We got Lost Providence. We got a foil Vorpal Sword. Not a Palvor Sword yet. Bandy boy. We've pulled 1 Jabberwocky. We pulled no books. Ignition draw. Drawer. Ooh, foil SR. Turm. Foil Turm. Term. Palvor Sword is your favorite UR art? Okay, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. That's good. Perilous Mend. I'm still, as far as URs, if we're talking about any set, I'm still a partial to Cheshire Cat's art. Oh yeah, Big Daddy Losser. That's right. That's what he's on there. Granting the sword. Yeah, it's pretty cool art, actually. That's true. Good point. Eminent Lethargy. Okay, I'm feeling this box. We got 4 packs left after this one, so 5 packs left, and I just kind of feel like that's lots of time, you know? That's lots of time. There's a hunt. Lots of time for like a pretty cool thing to show up in the foil slot. Just kind of got all messed up. I just feel like, yeah, it's got to be in one of these. There's Roland. Roland. Like right? No. No, I felt like maybe it was heavier. It's not. En passant. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Not this pack, obviously, but it is coming. This is the last pack of box 11. We are entering into full despair mode. Full despair. You guys love it. You guys love when we go to full despair. Yep, there it is. Illusory Arms Master. All right. King, this is your moment, buddy. This is your moment. This is your called shot. This is box 12. Yeah, Genghis. Roland. Nice. Here it is. Are we ready? We ready to dig in? We ready to pull a CSR? Or a CUR? I'll take a sight. Also, I'll take something. Please? I'm channeling my manifold desire for a CSR here. No, King, we don't ball. We bill. We bill, baby. Lost Promises. Delicious Despair. Seven of Hearts. Come on. Tweedle deedle. We got a foil obscured offering. Oh no, Gallium, true. No, King, the, ooh, what's that? Foil Ethereal Absorption? That's our second one. That's cool. King, it's, yeah, if it was just the podcast, I would not be in Creators Guild. There's a lot more that goes into it. So I'm the only one who gets the, package. For now. Still Shard Strike. So that's 2 of our foils so far. We're getting them out of the way early, so we have lots of room for the CSR hit to show up. Maledictum Vitae. Is that the 3rd absorption? Oh, wow. I'm really good at opening that card. Confidant. Bob. As we were insinuating earlier. Lots of room for despair. No, lots of room for hope. Lots of room for glory. Lots of room for Bill. There's Term. Yeah, Rizwan, I made a deal with Sil. I was like, I'm going to change my name to Bill if you let me in. Or that's Taylor who's going to do that? Maybe that's what you mean. Bobo becomes Bill. Queen's Gambit. Term, get out of there. It's time. Whoop. It's not Jover yet. It's not Jover. You have to believe. Bilbo Baggins, only for going there and back again to getting a CSR. Sighing Crown Wing. That's not what we're going to be doing at the end here. No. It's hitting. The final box. We do have a UR hit. We have a UR hit. We have a second Lost Providence. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Second Lost Providence. All right. Second Lost Providence. And we're going to follow that up with something nice. It's got to be Providence at this point. Double Divine Relic is hot. It's very hot. Reminds me of the DTR stream. Double DR, baby. Yo. We got it. It's a Jump Bird. We did get the CSR, baby. There it was, the last box. We got the Jump. Let's go. Jump Bird. Drip Budge. We did indeed hit a CSR. At least one, baby. That was the goal. Hiding in the very last box. King. All right, King. King, we're between print runs right now. So here's the deal. When we're doing the next print run, so it might be a little bit. It might be a little bit because we just fired a print run off and paid for it already. So on the next print run, for your called shot, for your devotion to the stream, all of your donations, devotion to the channel, we're going to get you a special jersey. I did promise it, so. Yours might be a little special, but we'll make you a special one. There is the Jub Bird. But yeah, just be patient, King. Be patient. I'll let you know when we get to that stage. There, my face went Jub Bird. Let's go! I'm glad to hear that, King. All right, we got a few more packs to open up. And then we can look at our spoils of war. We do have one more foil in here. We do have one more foil. What can we follow it up with? See, This is why you always believe. Don't be a Bob over. You gotta be a Bill Lever instead. You always gotta stay Bill leaving. Hey Gallium, it's gonna be a good jersey, alright? It's gonna be a good one. Alright, last foil was a Sworn Windhand. What a card to finish it off with. It is a CL card of all time. Yeah, Rex, that would have been sick, but I was not about to. I was not about to throw that out there. The problem is I thought it for even a second. Yo, she cute. Cute made, though. Cute made, though. Harrow the saved. 4 packs left. I mean, foil's spoken for. I don't know if it's possible to get a looking sight in the same box as a CSR. Is there any chance that that's a thing? Durable. Durable, though. I don't know if that's possibly a thing, but hey, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Whisperwind? Had like 3 cases with a foil UR or 2 and CSR. Oh, damn, Rex. That's wild. We got that Spectral Haunting. Actually, might have been my first pull of Spectral Haunting. That might be the CSR that I missed. It is separate from the pull rate, but I don't know if like the way that they're put into boxes leaves any opportunity for it. You know, the collation. Myopic Lens is our last pack. All right. No complaints from me over here. No complaints at all. Let's get these uncommons out of the way. Let's look at some of the spoils of war here. Bird's Eye, yeah, I do actually plan to show the studio off in some capacity. I do. In a previous set, you got 2 CSRs. Yeah, like, I imagine it's possible to go Looking Glass CSR in a box. Very rare, I'm sure, but I assume it's in the realm of possibility. Now, there are some good hits. There's some good hits today. But the big ones. The Jub CSR. The Vorpal Foil. Very nice. The Foil Thurible. Chase Hit. 2 Curios. Mistral Ranger. And Tempestuous Conviction. And then we would be remiss to not mention some of these URs that we hit tonight. Tweedledee, get out of here. Tweedledee. So we did hit 3 Merlins. A little lower on Labyrinths. I would have liked some more, but 1 Lab. This is a big one. 2 Providence. That's sick. That's crazy. We got 3 of the Projectors. We got 2 Ombres to awaken, and 1 of the Jabberwocky himself, who is very afraid of the Vorpal Sword. Not more than 1 wanted to show up with the sword floating around here. It's true, King. You got to do an unboxing stream. I'll try my best to be at it if I can. It's kind of tough, but I will try. Let me know in advance if you can. Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed it. That was a fun stream. That was a lot of fun. Huge shout out to Weebs of the Shore. Creators Guild has been a blessing to be in. We did hit 1 other CSR today, I suppose. We hit that. That was we had pretty good odds on that one, but yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. That was fun. That was a good stream. Good pulls. Had a good time. classic despair stream. We love them, but you'll always believe. That's the takeaway from tonight's stream. You always believe. Thank you, Rex. Good night. Thanks for showing up. Bird's Eye, yes, CPR. It's true. Collector rare of some kind. CPR. Joshua, thank you for tuning in again, man. Good to talk to you again. We'll have more videos coming next week. I kind of had to take the week off of videos just because of jet lag and everything. But no sites, unfortunately, Dust. No sites, but we did hit the CSR, so we are happy. We're doing good. Yeah, of course. I hope you guys enjoy that. I always try to get to you guys. I do have some more streams planned. We have a Star Wars one we need to do. I have some stuff I picked up in Japan I want to stream and open, so keep your eyes out on the live stream. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, hey, hit that up. Sub it up, baby. I really appreciate that. It really, really helps. It's huge. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video, do that stuff, whatever. Yes, King. Next podcast is Aki recap and talking about some of our favorite cards in DTR. So here's some of the stuff I talked about today, I'm sure. That'll be coming probably. That'll come next week, and then we're gonna try and kind of get on track as well. So, all right. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. Hope you've had a good holiday. I'll see you all in the next one. My voice is shot more than it was.